What's going on, everybody? Tuesday night live. It's been 2 or 3 weeks. We have been busy. We have been chasing barrels. We have been resting. We've been doing all kinds of great stuff. So we're back at it. Glad to see everybody here. The chat is rolling. We've got everybody backstage. We're going to dive into this Old Glory. I think most people here have heard of them by now, and we're going to learn a little bit more tonight. And we've got some good stuff here sent to us that we're going to taste through and learn a little bit more about the profile and everything that they're doing, single pot, all this great stuff. We've got Adam Shelton and the Travis Robe here tonight too. So we'll get into that real quick. Tonight's giveaway bottle, the one I've got, and Toby's got 2 more on the ticker, is barrel number 263 of the Old Glory Bourbon, Tennessee Bourbon. So that is one giveaway, and then we got 2 more. Thank you, Top Jimmy, for that. But without further ado, guys, let's get the crew on. Let's get the tasting. Let's see what's going on. There is the Top Jimmy, the Devin, the Matt, the Tennessee Tater, and the Hillbilly Adam Shelton. There he is. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for being here, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to learning.
Thanks for having us. This is awesome.
Yeah, just guys, everybody watching, there's some heavy storms going through all those areas where those guys are. So if something happens, just say a prayer. And I mean that sincerely, not being a smart ass.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's rough.
Live update. If that tree topples over, just let me know.
Yep. If I see it, I'll tell you to get down. So,
Thanks.
Yeah. So that's
don't worry about the delay.
All right. So all right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Old Glory. Let's whatever you want to bring up, when you started, what's going on, what's coming. I know you've got some stuff in the works that you maybe can share, maybe can't share, but I'm just going to let y'all have it.
Sure.
Have at it. Teach
sure.
us.
So how long have you guys known about Old Glory?
Since the first I had it was in October.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I assume that was through Travis.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Travis.
Yeah, the Blitz.
I'm just a messenger, y'all.
Hey, Travis is our honorary. What did we say? What we say, Devin, over the weekend? Because we talk about him all. We talk about him all the time. Like honorary for life. Ambassador. So
yeah, we were
somewhere one day
talking to a lot of those guys in Memphis, and a lot of them were like, yeah, you guys are all over now, and doing a lot of YouTube. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of people that have helped us along the way. We can only reach so far, just the 2 of us. I've only been doing this 3 years now, so like that's the great thing about obviously bourbon is the community aspect of it, and getting to meet people from obviously Tennessee, but slowly now across the country we're meeting a lot of fun people. So this has been my favorite part of it. Bourbon's great, we all know that, but the people that come with it are just as great, if not better. So I'll give you a little background of Old Glory here,
please.
For those of you that haven't heard this before, it's a family owned and operated distillery. We've been around 10 years now in October. My brother-in-law is the owner with his wife, Shannon. Matt Cunningham, Shannon Cunningham. Matt started this distillery when he was just a young pup. He was 24 years old when the doors actually opened, which is crazy. I personally don't know any distillers or somebody that owns a distillery at that young of an age. He didn't do it alone. He started with his dad, Tom Cunningham, and his brother, Wes. And they started from the ground up. If you guys come and visit the distillery, you're going to go, whoa, this was a refurbished factory in Clarksville from the 1940s. Nope. It is brand new. It was built in Clarksville. I'm pretty sure Adam did the zoning for it years ago. And nothing but cornfields where it was built. It's right off the interstate. It's exit 4 in Clarksville. It's right off the interstate. There's a lot of development around the distillery now. Back behind there's factories. There's an entire street called Wilma Rudolph that's covered in retail and restaurants, and there's a hospital across the street. But the one building that was there first on the other side of the interstate was a fire station. There's about 12 of them now in Clarksville. And my brother-in-law, Matt, graduated from the University of Arkansas. Go Suey. And he quickly decided that he didn't like crunching numbers for somebody else with his accounting degree. And he told his dad, he came home after his internship. He said, I can't do this. What do I do? And so he decided to be a firefighter in town. He did that for about 4 years, right out of college. And when he wasn't, on call or fighting fires, he was in the station. And that's when he started to really figure out what he wanted to do. And that was start Clarksville's very first distillery, which we're here to sip on the night, Glory Distilling Co. It's pretty cool. Everybody, it is still family owned and operated. I'm his brother-in-law. I got the opportunity 3 years ago to not only just sip on it, but go out and promote it. I met Matt when the distillery was only about 2 years old. And when I first met him, he was dating my sister-in-law at the time. Well, at the time, she was not my sister-in-law, but my wife and his wife are sisters. And I remember getting a phone call, or my wife got a phone call, and she's going, I think I'm dating this guy that owns a distillery here in Clarksville. And she told Haley, my wife, Devin would love to meet him. Devin loves whiskey. I know Devin would love to meet this guy. He's going to love him from the bat. And so we came down here and visited from Indiana, where I used to live. And I remember shaking his hand and just being like a kid in a candy store. Like, what? This is my first time in a distillery. I'm younger than him. So like, I don't know, 22, 21 at the time, just fresh out of college, starting a family. And I'm shaking the owner of a distillery's hand. This is cool. Well, it's a big building. There's not a lot of barrels, but there was plenty to look at and try. They were only 2 years old. And that's what really got me kind of down this rabbit hole from my side. And then I got the opportunity to get married at the distillery. So that just upped it up a little bit. In 2019, we got married there, and then moved here 3 years ago, August of 23, and have been the brand rep for Old Glory now. August this year will be 3 years now. And so I've been able to go out and kind of help promote it with Matt Carter, obviously meeting these fine folks down here below me, Travis and Adam, and they're doing a great job too. So thank you guys. Get your name out and sampling barrels with us, telling us what's good and what's not. It's been fun.
The first time Marty and I ran into you guys was certainly, or your product was in October at the Blitz, but Travis and Adam had been talking about it for, I don't know what, guys, 6 months, a year?
Yeah. March, April, somewhere in that aspect.
Okay. Yeah. So by the time we got to the Blitz, everybody was really looking forward to trying it. So
yeah,
it's great.
The Blitz was amazing. And again, thank you to Adam and Travis for helping us out there, pouring some samples for us. But it was cool to stop by and hang out with everybody for the night, smoke a cigar, and I don't know if anybody remembers me kind of standing in the corner trying to hand out some bourbon to everybody. But it was fun. I've never actually, the Blitz was the first time I signed anything for anybody, and my wife saw it and she's like, "So what are you a bourbon? Are you a bourbon guy now, or are you?" So it was really fun. But
that's like the worst person that can watch you sign something is your spouse.
Yeah.
I think you're a big deal now.
He knows you.
Yeah. They all gotta have some smart ass comment to come back with every time.
Yeah. But no, it was just a lot of fun getting to come, meet some of you guys and let you try some of the stuff. But
You're coming back this year, right?
yeah, I'm gonna try to. Is there a date yet?
Yeah, the 17th or 16th and 17th of October, I believe.
Yeah.
Roger.
It's the exact same weekend, just one day different. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't have anything that far out in advance, so it should be good to put it on my calendar and try to meet up with you guys.
Yes.
I'm looking right now
So-
because I might, but I don't see anything.
Tell us where we should start. Give us something to start with. Maybe think of maybe bottle and bond.
Yeah, so I actually poured the bottled in bond. That's what I started with.
The
And I started with the small batch, and
Bourbon.
just a
the
warm
bourbon
up
or the Tennessee whiskey?
Mhm.
Bourbon. Okay.
bourbon. Now, I just gave you the surface level info on Old Glory. When it comes to the distilling side, the small batch and the bottom bond have two different flavor profiles, and the reason for that is when they first started distilling, everything was made on a 500-gallon copper pot still, which we still use today for our vodka, our gin, our flavored chines, and things. We ran that pot still from 17 to 21, making about 1 barrel a day.
Yeah.
Char 4 Kelvins, char 3 Kelvins. We've always used Kelvin barrels. And then in 2021, after we'd produced thousands of gallons of hand sanitizer during COVID, decided to install a 24-foot tall, 14-inch wide column still. Now that column still is also a Vendom copper column, and it can produce, if we really want to ramp it up, 20, 25 barrels, we comfortably can produce 15 a day on that. And that is what the bulk of our distillate is right now. But a lot of these single barrels I'm looking at on here to start are actually pot still. I think barrels about 400 and under are going to be your pot still barrels.
Okay.
Any of those barrels that jump up past 400s and that 450 and higher, which I don't see anything up there. So I see the 600, the 500, and 600. Those are all going to be column still barrels, and whether they're the column or the pot, everything is distilled at Old Glory. It is aged at Old Glory, and it is bottled and labeled from the very start to the beginning, from the very beginning to the end. And once we put that label on there, you're getting something from that distillery.
Did you ever contract distill when you
We
started?
contract distill for people, but we've never bought any barrels from anywhere and put our label on it. It's
So when
always been
you opened the doors, it was going to be your stuff whenever it was ready to go. I love it. Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
And I remember asking Matt about that because he was telling me about contract distilling early on when I first met him, and he said that people reached out to him. Obviously MGP is going to reach out. Any new distillery, they're going to reach out to you, and he just said, "No, we'll take the slow game. No, it doesn't hurt to wait. All good things come in time," and that definitely has helped us in the long run. Now that we're getting into that 6-year, almost 5-year column pot still, and the pot still stuff's getting up into that 7-year, 8-year, 9-year mark. At least the barrels releasing are about 7 years on the pot still. So it's done us justice. I can say that.
For the audience, tell them the difference between mash bill 1 and mash bill 2, and your two kind of inline.
We get all local grains from local farmers. We get our rye and barley from Beatty Farms in Murfreesboro. Shout out the borough. We get our corn and wheat from Longview Farms, which is a farm not too far from us here in Clarksville. It's a big family farm. I think it's on the Kentucky and Tennessee state line. So mash bill 1 for us is going to be 73 corn, 19 rye, 8% malted barley. And then mash bill 2 is same thing, but instead of 19 rye, it is 19% wheat. So they're high corn, obviously, with a good amount of rye or a good amount of wheat, depending on what your
mash bill 1 is what you call your bourbon, and mash bill 2 is your Tennessee whiskey, correct?
Correct. Yep. But we do sugar maple filter everything. That leaves the door open for us deciding which label route we go. It leaves that open. But what is out in the market outside of Clarksville currently, besides one single barrel down in Memphis, is mash bill 1. We'd like to put mash bill 2 out in the market at some point. We just have to decide what route we go. Do we stick with the standard, Tennessee whiskey label, or do we do a Tennessee wheated bourbon and make that the focal point on those two? So personally, from our little R&D at the distillery, if you blind somebody, a lot of times people go mash bill 2 because it's softer being wheated. But if you put 2 bottles on a table and say buy one, people are just going to gravitate towards the big old bourbon label on there. So I think in some point in time we'd make the decision to switch that label, but It doesn't matter if you haven't been to Clarksville, because Clarksville is really the only spot you can get that Tennessee whiskey mash bill too. So that's something to look forward to if you come visit the distillery. And our website.
Marty, I poured the other bottle and bond. So I've got both mash bill 1 and mash bill 2 bottle and bond, so we can kind of do them side by side.
I think. Do I have both bottle and bonds?
Yep.
There it is. All right, I can do that. The first one I poured was the mash bill 1, and it's a spicy nose, real quick for me, and I like it. I mean, I think you'd have a hard time guessing that's bottle and bond on the proof.
Yeah,
we saw Marty going through it a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
on a private tasting, and he was guessing something around 100 proof, and it was like 125 or something.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's throwing me
Plays
all over
the best
the place.
three.
Was that on Scott's?
Yeah.
Scott,
it was the spice, man.
So that's that pot still, man, because it don't come through like that on
Thank you, Dave.
the column stuff. So it's pretty wild, that spice you get from that pot. Now the older Tennessee whiskey stuff off the pot is, man, it's really starting to get sweet at that 7.5 year mark. Oh, I'm so ready. I've got some that are like
exciting.
Super cherry forward. Tennessee whiskey double oak that should be coming hopefully maybe at the end of the year. It's
oh boy,
I tried. It's just better and better and better. So pretty fun.
I'm telling you, man.
An impromptu meetup this weekend or next weekend.
Now, are both these bottle and bonds sitting right at 4 years? Are both the bottle and bonds sitting right at 4 years, or are they 5, 6?
No, both our bondeds are 5. We tried it at 4, and it wasn't enough to really separate from the small batch. So they said, "Hell, just what's one more year going to hurt?" So it's a 5. Anytime you try a bonded from Glory, it's 5 years old currently. 5-year blend. Now our bonded blend is probably about 20 barrels or so. We've been upping that a little bit, so 20 to 25 barrels typically for that bond. We just actually bottled and bond mash bill 1, the bourbon today.
Okay.
They were running that down the production line. We were low on it, so we'll go ahead and ramp that up. Doing some single barrel stuff today.
Yeah, today was a fun day out in the bottling hall. It's always fun to see everybody's picks when they got them picked and getting everything put on them and sent out the door.
Are you getting swamped with single barrel requests now?
I wouldn't say we're just completely swamped, but we do get quite a few now. Probably past 6 months, it's gone from 20%.
There's a lot. Yeah,
but it's definitely ramped up in the past 6 months or so.
There's an influx of folks that have never tried it that are like, "Send me something. We want to try it. We want to try it," which ends up ultimately them going, "We want to pick a barrel."
Yeah.
All right. We'll put you in line.
Well, that kind of happened to me and Toby at least once this past weekend, if not almost twice. So we kind of know what you're talking about when you get into something. And I'll tell you something else too that's been really kind of fun for me and Toby too, and of course Adam and Travis have been part of this with us, is with our pick club. Getting to know the people who we're picking from has always been a very nice experience, and it just makes you more eager to get more into the product. I mean, the whiskey speaks for itself. That's what got the meat going anyway. But, when you get to meet everybody else and get to, learn more and become friends, that just makes it more valuable. So that's just kind of like why we're doing it. We just want to get to know you guys, and we know your whiskeys. Everything we've had has been fantastic. So just really like to keep
this train
going.
Be one more pick.
Well, thank you.
We want to develop, a friendship, a relationship with the distillery, so that, the distillery considers us, ambassadors, brand ambassadors. But, just like Travis and Adam. So.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm diving into this bottle and bond. I think I'm trying to figure out which mash bill I like the best.
I know.
Sorry, I'm worthless.
It's tough, you know. Some of those mash bills, even the weeded kind of comes off as a rye, and it's not. And then sometimes, I think some of the bourbon comes off as a weeded, and it's not.
Yeah,
Pretty wild.
but like you said, that single pot, man, gives you all that spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so messing with me 2 weeks ago.
So I don't know. I don't know if you guys know much about my journey into bourbon.
Bring it.
I'm originally an Oklahoma guy. I moved to Tennessee in 2017, and that was actually the year that Old Glory opened. And we would go up there. They would have open concerts. What was it called, Devin? Friday Night Live.
Mhm.
Have some bands out there
Mhm.
playing stuff. So
Yep. The Friday Night Lives.
yep. So I knew about Old Glory early on, but I really wasn't a bourbon guy at that point. I was a tequila guy for sure. My wife's Hispanic, and her family got me hooked on tequila. So, and I still enjoy a lot of tequila this day. But one thing that happens when you move to Tennessee / Kentucky is everywhere you go, there's a distillery and a story. So me and my wife started going to those distilleries and doing tours and tastings, and eventually I fell in love with it, and helped found one of the bourbon societies here locally, and everything kind of kicked off from there. Doing barrel picks and all this fun stuff, and to think that was 8 years ago is pretty wild. But in whiskey, you meet a lot of great people, and a lot of those guys I would say is my brother to this day. And but getting into the industry, I had worked in a factory. We did like aluminum extrusion parts. Well, I eventually left there. My wife kind of grew in the company, and you can't be married to somebody in management, so it was my time to go anyway. So from there, kind of left and explored getting into distribution and sales. And Ryan Teague from Southern Collective, actually, me and him got into the business together at the same time, and he got me hooked in with Brio Brands at East Tennessee, and started working for them as just in distribution. Well, eventually got tired of traveling all around Tennessee, landed at managing a liquor store here locally, and that's when I met Devin. And Devin ultimately pulled me out of there to come work for the distillery. So came on as a tour guide, grew into doing more than that once they learned that I wasn't BSing with my palate, I guess. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it's cool to see the distillery grow and see how much it has grown in the past 10 years. I mean, October 11th of this year is the distillery's 10th anniversary. And got some pretty cool stuff coming this year as well as far as releases. And it's going to be a very exciting year for us.
Good.
So let me ask you both and I'll ask you both the same question. Obviously, I mean, we all start drinking bourbon probably, close to the bottom shelf. I know for me, it was Old Number 7 in college. But
Yeah.
what was the gateway bourbon? What was the one where the clouds parted and the light shone down, and really where you fell in love with bourbon, and it wasn't just a party tool?
Well, for me, I knew Jack. Matt, amazingly, they sell that in Oklahoma too. So, moving to Tennessee, the first 10 places I went to was Jack Daniel's, and that was all my family coming and taking me there. So, but I would say Jack Daniel's, I really got into their up until that point, I had never tried their cask strength. It was always like Gentleman Jack or something like that. But I got into their cask strengths, which kind of led me down this is really good. This isn't regular Jack Daniel's. And I think I made the jump from that to Maker's Mark, like their cask strength 46s and stuff like that. But yeah, that was kind of my segue into it. The first or most expensive bottle I bought right off the rip was the Jack Daniel's Sinatra back then, but they had it at the distillery and you could get it engraved. And I still have my bottle somewhere with 2017 on the bottle. So pretty cool.
Devin?
I haven't found it yet. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen the heavenly gates yet when I drink bourbon. That might be my time to go, actually. That might be it. No, I went to Ball State University and got a degree in partying and met my wife along the way, which is kind of fun. But drank a lot of liquor at Ball State and found my niche drink to be brown water, not anything clear, flavored, or funny, or fruity. And we sucked down a lot of Jim Beam and Jack. But my first, like, this is cool, and this is going to be stupid and cliche, but it was when Matt let me try Old Glory out of the barrel. I'd never, ever done that before. And that was like, dude, this is crazy. At the time, I didn't even know where it came from. It was so new and green to me when I was coming out of college. I just knew it was good. I didn't know what the process was or anything like that. And when he first let me try that, I think it was 2.5-year-old, 3-year-old Old Glory. It wasn't phenomenal, but it was like, this is awesome. I'm hooked. Tell me more. I want more. That was it for me.
Hell yeah. I was always just chasing bottles from my dad. That's how I got into it, to be honest. And then when I found them, he did let me try them and try to talk to me about them. And I was always a Miller Lite guy. So boy, did that page change real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, and it was the Buffalo Trace distillery stuff. So, you know, when you get somebody into it and you're on that sweeter grape profile, it's easier to, I guess, find a niche in it and, you know, start picking out notes that are pretty much for, you know, a lot of beginners kind of are obviously there, you know, and that made you kind of interested in it for me. And then just kind of it ran from there. But yeah, it's just, we all have a starting point.
Yeah.
You know, Oklahoma beer is flavored water at 3%. So.
What's the flavor?
Surprisingly, water.
Water. Water flavored water.
At least it doesn't taste like Flint water.
Introducing
Right?
my dad to Gumball Head.
What's that?
Man, I like these. I like the spice. Like I said, that's where I got so screwed up, man. It's fantastic. I'm writing down some notes now because I just want to remember, because we've got several sitting here. And next time I try to find a bottle, whenever we go back home to Tennessee, I know what I'm looking for now.
Yep. And every time you sip on mash bill 1, it's a char 4 Kelvin. And anytime you sip on mash bill 2 with that wheat, it's a char 3 Kelvin barrel. We decided to do 2 different chars just to really separate them. Helps with that spice on that char. Char.
Yeah, it's killer.
Yeah.
You know, I see our list tonight, and
yeah,
Barrel 73 is one of my favorites. It's one of our queen chairs. And if you've ever had like a high proof Frey Ranch, those just brown sugar bombs, that's what it reminds me of. And I can't drink enough of it. And you know,
I drink too much of it, it's almost gone.
You get low.
73.
Yeah, Barrel 73. I'm excited to dive into some of this rye too. We haven't really talked much about rye, so that's gonna be a fun one to jump into.
So are you telling us we should go to Barrel 73 next?
Sure. Devin, do you have 73 laying around?
73 is long gone. You might be the only guy that's got it.
I may have a case or two stowed away of it.
I think Matt's got everything we ever put out in the past 3 years.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
when I started, all we had was small batch and bonded. We hadn't even put single barrel out. My first mission was to get bonded just in Clarksville. And that's when I met Carter. And I was like, what do you think about this? And he's like, yeah, I've had it, you know, it's still kind of young. And oh, screw this guy. He's not going to bring anything into this store. I'll just take him to the distillery.
I was pretty picky. I hadn't gone down the craft road too much. But you know what? He came back in like a week or so later and changed my mind. I was like, okay, bring it all in. The whole shelf.
Here's another single barrel. Here's another single barrel.
Yeah.
Fun times.
So we're on 280 or barrel 382.
And of course, obviously now we got to be kind of careful with those.
No, 73, Marty.
I got barrel 382 as well.
73.
73.
Typical simple guy mixing up numbers.
Barrel 382 is a Tennessee Whiskey Queen share. So
there it is.
That was
Marty's only got 17 to look through.
God, I know. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Boy, the color on that.
We can only give out so many of those pot still barrels right now because there's only, I mean, looking at this list is kind of euphoric, but like
130.
there's probably only 250 pot still barrels, maybe 300 pot still barrels left.
Wow.
Look at
That
that.
color's awesome.
Ooh-wee.
Sexier than a tomcat and wool socks, buddy.
Can you guys hear my ting?
This is like creme brulee. The toasted sugar on top creme brulee.
Mm.
Brulee, I
Just
guess.
a little scrape of cinnamon.
Yep. Oh, that's good.
Adam, did you ever try 73?
I did not.
Well, I'll have to get you a bottle.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Twist his arm.
Wow. That is two different things. That has a completely different front mid and a completely different finish.
Just realized I wear this hat a lot. I have a huge sweat line.
You got a couple of those.
You shouldn't have said anything. We just thought it was a shadow.
Look at that.
Hell, we just
Look at
thought it was
that.
two different color browns.
Yeah.
No. I work hard for the money.
He needs a bottle and a hat. How about that?
So the first thing that stands out to me is for 132 proof, I get zero like ethanol off in it at all. Zero ethanol. And if I remember correctly, this is 6 years, 8 months as well.
That's what it says. Yep.
132.1 proof.
Mash Bill 1.
Yep.
I'm drinking
It has,
262 right now. It's cherry bomb.
It has a brown sugar creamy nose with like a medicinal, like experimenty rye. I love that. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of them early on barrels had those notes right there. Barrels like, obviously the early ones, but going up to like 150, 140, all kind of had that flavor profile.
Some of the best whiskey I've had for not doing what anybody's doing. I'm telling you.
Yep.
So now, everything that
Shout
y'all
out
do,
Nick,
everything that y'all do, it's sweet mash, correct?
Yes, everything we do is sweet mash. Yeah, we
never
may have
ran it back through.
Yeah, we may have experimented, but we haven't found those barrels yet. If we have, so we have experimented with a lot of different mash bills. Not so much like different yeast strains. I don't think we've used the same grains we get from the Longview and Beatty, and the same yeast strain. But we do like an 80-10-10. That's really, really good. That's going to be fun to try when it gets a little bit older. Of course, the 100% rye, 100% orange, 100% wheats. But those are all sitting about 2-3 years old, so they still need some more time on them. But probably the coolest thing about, one of our biggest parts of the business is our contract bottling, distillation side of things. And it's pretty fun because the customers can bring in quite a few different things for you to bottle for them, and you get to try those. And we bottle some single barrels for a brand, and it's fun because they're pretty popular. But it's pretty fun that you get to try everybody's single barrels before they get to you. While we're bottling them up, so pretty fun. It's cool. So, Marty, have you had Barrel 73 before?
No.
This
is my first.
Either.
That's why I'm kind of silent. I think it's
stellar.
It's incredible. So for those of you that don't know, Queen Share is something that we do kind of one-offs. For the most part, all of our production has been moved to the column still, but occasionally we'll fire up our pot still and run some of our bourbon and then collect the heads and tails of that so we can make our Queen Share. So the Queen Share is the heads and tails of distillation that we redistill, and we collect the hearts from that. Some barrels will taste like some of the best Captain Crunch cereal you ever had, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal you ever had, and
Captain Crunch.
Barrel 73 here tastes like it's the complete opposite. It's like, again, I compare it to the Frey Ranch profile. I had a 139 proof Frey Ranch single barrel that this reminds me of all day. So
this Barrel 73 is a Queen Share barrel?
It is. This is a Queen Share barrel. So heads and tails, redistilled, collected, and aged.
So it's all downhill from here. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So when I first learned about the Queen Share, I was like, oh, well, this has to be what every LE is, right? Like yes, you have Buffalo Trace, but you have Stag. Stag's like the barrel proof of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Well, GTS is a even higher quality of that. So I was like, man, GTS has got to be like a Queen Share. Like it's just a step above usually than your Stags and Buffalo Traces and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's the case or not, but regardless, it's good whiskey.
That's delicious. Delicious.
Yeah,
It's got baking spice. It's got, to me, like I said, that brulee sugar, light brown sugar. It's
let me
awesome.
let me throw one out there on you. You know what? Throw this in a blind and ask me if it's finished, because it's almost French oaky.
Yeah,
maybe.
I can see that.
It's almost. I mean, just a hint, just enough to where that spice is there and that oak. But damn, that's fantastic. Yeah, this is
Yeah, probably my favorite barrel, and I think you do have a sample of it. One of my favorite single barrels that have ever come out of the distillery is Barrel 74. It is a Queen Share. It's a 5.5-year-old, and it is just the most creamy caramel butter bourbon ever, and the viscosity of it is wild, and it's a proof point lower than this.
no kidding. Fig and raisins, I can see that 0.
Yeah, and it's incredible. Actually, I think Devin, Saturday we tried a Queen Share. No, was that Saturday? No, that was Monday. We tried a Queen Share.
Me, you, Tyler, and Matt with Nashville Barrel Co. tried Barrel 283, and they were like, "Bottle it. Tell me when it's ready."
What's up with these 280 numbers? You got 283 of Bourbon Queen Share. You got 382 of Tennessee whiskey.
Totally different.
It's our sweet spot.
Oh yeah, and 74. Even though they're sister barrels, it's the same run. Completely different barrels.
Yeah,
and that just goes to show you the difference in the barrel, right? And of course, 73 is an extra year in the barrel too. But
there's something on the nose, Marty. What is that? I'm trying to I can't put my finger on it.
Need more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Christmas one was fun.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
This is actually one of my most recent favorites. 588, that one that Shannon did.
Oh yeah, that's a really
You
good
don't have
one.
any more of those?
We do.
I have to come by and grab a few. I
Uh,
wish I'd got more of this
I
one.
think it's kind of grapey.
yeah,
Like purple.
You know, I only grabbed one of those. So I've been slowly sipping on it.
I'm having 4 right now. I just
That's-
sent a sample out to someone.
That's one of the rare occasions that we have a single barrel proof down to, you know, what a customer wants.
Mhm.
And because it's a 101st Airborne bottle, the proof is 101. So pretty cool on that one.
Mhm.
It does not say queen share on the label, but I think I think we've got to do something, whether it's, you know, sometimes we just put QS right there small next to the barrel number, but I think we need a neck tag or something that specifically shouts it out. This is a queen share.
Yeah.
Let me throw this out. I'm getting a note on the nose. And to me, it's like cashew, maybe macadamia, kind of one of, you know,
I
a
can't
nutty
get
note,
past maple syrup.
but a little sweeter.
Yeah, I get a
You know,
maple
not
syrup.
not like a walnut.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I'm trying-
I can see you turning that dark. Like I can see that.
Yeah. I almost said almost like a roasted pecan or something, but then
Yeah.
um,
This little
I feel
pecan
it's-
pies people
it's a
used to
little
make at
sweeter.
Christmas.
yeah, but totally different. I mean,
Which one do you have in your glass, 73 or 74?
Which one did you tell me to
74.
pour last? The
74.
74 is in the glass right here. The Legends of the Oak glass, and then I've
I
got
get a little
73 in this one.
like sweet leather on the sides of the tongue on the back of this one.
Yeah.
Now that barrel 74 was that was the first single barrel on the shelf when I started with Old Glory.
Wow.
And so Matt, I have barrel 71 at 128. So yeah, barrel 71 is a queen share. Devin, what was the store you shout out earlier?
So there's a store down in Ashen City. It is now called High Five Liquors. Really small spot, but they brought in small batch bonded and single barrel, and there's like 5 bottles of 71 sitting down there, and right off the interstate. So
High five, you say?
I think there's some. I think
There
there's
you
some.
go, boys. Field trip.
Cookville might have
Adam.
some.
Travis, field trip.
It's always fun. It's always fun when you have these small stores and then you just have folks go in and just clear the shelf of the single barrel. Like, oh, yep, thank you for that. Hey, cheers.
I love it when I go in there and I see it because I'm like, I know about 10 people right now I could go tell this to, and they eat it up.
Yeah.
Thanks for not selling anything.
Heck, there was a store down in Nashville that had barrel 41 still and barrel 40.
40, yeah.
And barrel 40 was amazing. It was a 5.5 year pot still barrel. And boy, I have a couple of those left too. So I told Devin, it's like, hey, if you see those under 100 barrels, you better grab me one, because I don't care if I have one on the shelf or not. I'll stow it away forever.
The funny thing with distribution is when we told Empire, you know, the way we're going to do single barrels in Nashville is whatever we give you, whether it's 5 cases, 10 cases, you can sell it out, and then we'll give you another single barrel. Whatever is on the shelf at Old Glory was out in the market somewhere. So there's just random single barrels all over the Nashville market, because I told stores, you know, we're new, we're young, give us a chance. And I'm going to say, here's a 3-case deal, small batch bonded and single barrel. So they'd get a 6-pack of single barrel on the shelf. And then the next time they get one, it's going to be totally different.
See, I love that. I love that, because if you get to try it there
Yeah.
with you guys in Clarksville, you can go and start running and then trying to find it later.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a great idea. And you're not absolutely flooding market store wise with just, you know, full barrels all the time. You're giving people a chance to get stuff moving and trying it and coming back for more. It's a great idea. I love the concept. Just, you know, don't just dump 2 single barrels on somebody all the time, or so, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. I think that's fantastic.
It's been fun. It makes it hard for me because I don't know what stores got what, but it also, as a consumer, it's cool to see people hunting for certain barrel numbers that they fall in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a guy come in last year and I think it was barrel 71 again.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I stopped in here, 6 months ago and bought this single barrel, and it didn't know if you knew if there was one laying around somewhere. And sure enough, Devin happened to be there, and he looked it up on his because he takes pictures every time he's in the market of what they have, so he can look it up. And sure enough, he gave him the location, and he went down here and bought them out.
Down in Murfreesboro.
Wasn't it barrel 71? Same the Queen Share?
Yeah, it was at Warrior Wine and Spirits, Victor's store. He had one or two left that he put to the side for the guy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild.
Drove an hour north to ask us for a bottle, and then drove an hour and a half south to get those. So,
well, that ought to tell you something, fellers.
Yeah, it's always fun, the stories, because again, when I first started there doing tours, most of the folks that came through were on their way from Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, going to vacation down in Florida, and we stop here every year on our way to vacation and have some pours or eat at the restaurant or whatever. So, but it's happening versus every weekend. It's happening every single day. I only do tours usually Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays because it's kind of a slower day. I can also get some other work in while I'm there. But lately, it hasn't been that way. It's been you get there, you do tours all day, you do a lot, and you go home. Yesterday and today was one of those days. It's like, man, nobody's got nothing to do on a Monday and Tuesday, but it's also like you love to see it and see those people come in. First time ever, somebody came in and had the same birthday as me, so that was pretty cool. So, and if anybody's listening from Oklahoma, we need some Oklahoma people to come through. I use the joke. We've been using the same joke for 2 years, and nobody's from Oklahoma still. So
we can get all the bachelorettes you want out of Nashville. They'll probably come out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's not far. It ain't far at all.
I got to give my home state a hard time because they love our product because Southern Collective has us out there in their market.
That's fantastic.
But it's like, hey, anybody here from Oklahoma? And, nope. I guess we're still boring. So, no, y'all are just okay. So yeah, let's
just okay.
Yeah. We brought you guys the onion smash burger. You're welcome. So
yeah,
I'll take that one.
Guys, I don't know if I could pick a favorite between 73 and 74.
Yeah.
Flip the coin.
I think 74 is a little heavier, as in weighty, and I think 73's got a little bit more zest to it.
Yeah.
But you'll get that maple syrup on 74.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, are you holding 74 with your weak hand, Marty? Is that why it feels heavier?
Yeah, left-handed on this one.
Yeah.
And I will
say strong hand.
The viscosity that comes off of that Queen Share is ridiculous too. It's thirst provoking. You take a sip of it and your mouth is watering constantly.
That's probably what I should have said, Matt, instead of weight. That's exactly what it is. It's that mouthfeel. And I think it's because you pick and choose your cuts on that heads, hearts, and tails process. Yeah.
Then you're taking those heads and tails and cutting those down even more, and it's just a spectacular pour. I cannot wait till we get one of these at the 10-12 year mark. So,
oh my Lord,
that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be ridiculous. I think the oldest one we have currently aging still is like 6.5 years old. So maybe 7, maybe close to 7. There could be one. There could be one in that big stack of 10-year stuff that we have slotted for 10-year stuff. So that'd be cool.
I saw Major Zero in the comments. Shout out Adam. He helped us get our first single barrel pick down in the Memphis area, and it was a Queen Share.
Yeah, he did.
422, and it did not last long. It was gone.
I think he sold that thing out in a couple days.
There was like 3 cases left for a couple months, but that first run was insane. He texted me, and then he texted me the next day, and there was another 10 cases or 5 cases. And I'm like, this thing's gonna be gone before Christmas.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Scary.
So Matt, where do you think we should go next? Are we braving this barrel 95? I know Travis and Adam don't like barrel 95 at all.
Well, you know what though? Hey, Toby,
hate
we've got these wonderful samples from Travis. We could kind of switch gears and get into one of those.
Yeah.
Well, I put them in order regardless of where we came from. I just put them in barrel order.
So if you want to keep with the queen share, you could go 382 Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Don't you threaten me.
Yeah. It's a 6-year 122 proof queen share. And it's ridiculous. I just had a pour of it. Like the nose on it alone is just creamy milk chocolate. Like you opened a Hershey bar and smelled it. Adam, did you get any 382?
No, I got 308 here. I'll drink that.
Thank you, Chad.
382.
Hey, Chad. Old Glory would be my first. Cheers. Cheers, brother.
Cheers for sure.
Cheers to Corvette Trey, man. Love you, missed you.
Nice.
That's the one I've got, Trey. We're giving away too, and I've got it downstairs, Trey. Make sure yours is 263. That is one of the 3 giveaways tonight, guys. Get in there if you haven't yet. The Franchi. All right.
I want to throw in do a 4th giveaway because I want to throw in something special, and I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. I'm just going to mail it to you.
I'll say okay. I got it.
All right. I know Travis may have an idea what it be. I know Devin might have an idea what it be. But whoever wins it, you're not going to know. You're just going to get it in the mail and be like, "Oh boy!"
So, ta-da!
If it's a severed head, I'll be very upset.
You never know what's coming out of Matt's mail send.
That's fair. That's fair.
Could just be a barrel from that back wall that he doesn't like, or a bottle. Hand that over, Matt. No, show us the other wall. There we go.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I got to get where we can see it. There we go.
Here, let me walk over there.
Oh, Bell Mead.
True connoisseur. He's keeping the whole industry afloat, just himself.
Takes a knob on the floor whiskey.
So I'm a huge Jim Beam fan. So all this is Beam right here behind me.
Nice.
And then the other wall.
Wow.
So
Nice.
You can get pretty lit pretty fast up there.
So
Nice.
that's kind of what the bourbon room looks
Whiskey
like.
Myers.
Yeah, I'm a huge Whiskey Myers fan. So yeah, it's fun.
Oscar Myers fan.
And here's what you don't see. Underneath my table here is nothing, and it's completely full. It's all Old Glory single barrels.
It's a strong table.
So Devin, there's your profits right there. Just so you know.
Yeah.
It's just that's what I told you. He's keeping the whole industry afloat. Old Glory's just thriving.
Hey, I fanboyed out and I spread the word. That's all I did. So once I discovered
Spread
what
it.
the heck, that's it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I gotta have that same green hat.
People come over here and think I'm an alcoholic, I think. I don't know. But I
No,
Got you, Roger. Got you, Roger.
oh yeah.
yeah, there it is.
It's up there.
Oh, is that the cab driver green hat? Hold on a minute. Is that it? There it is. Yeah.
That's the top dog.
You know what?
Yeah. He gave us all one of those one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's my executive producer, and I've yet to see one.
We just showed you one.
Oh, I guess so.
Here it
You
is.
did. Right there it is.
Ernest.
That's it, Adam. So hey, Adam, show the whole back. There you go.
Oh, look at that.
It's actually a really good hat. I'm gonna go to Ireland next year. I'm gonna take it with me. So
Do it.
Go to Ireland.
Hey, Rob. That Devin guy drinks whiskey like he's super.
Who's that, Devin? No. I saw some of my I used to have some neighbors that lived across the street, Jim and Linda, and I saw her pop in earlier when we first went live. So pretty cool. They live up in Frankfort, Kentucky now, so they're my hookup when I need something to ship. Just ship it to their house. So it's perfect. Tried yourself at Bruiser Fest last year.
You guys.
Work. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Now Bruiser Fest was fun. I will be back this year, so we're pretty.
Y'all
excited.
have a good time.
Yep. It's gonna be.
Adam, don't you start laughing.
Be nice. Be nice.
I'm nice. I just said have a good time.
I just got a funny text us all.
Oh. Where'd Travis go?
Probably change shirts. There he is.
I'm here.
Just checking on the hot tub temperature.
No, I'm good on that.
Yeah. Nah. Let's see what else we got on the list here. Do you got 382 in it? What do you think of 382? Have you gone down that road?
I think it's a spicy animal right now.
Yeah.
Right off the
382
top.
is? Interesting.
I
Well,
like
mine-
it.
It's getting ready to go great with a pinch of Skull Mint long cut. I'm telling you that right now.
Ooh.
Mine's had time to open up a little bit, so mine's
Yeah, there you go.
mine's not as oomphy as yours probably, but man,
It's definitely got some oak on the finish, but it's not anything. It's not over oaked by any stretch. I think I'm still right now. I'm in the barrel 73 camp as the favorite so far this evening.
yeah, 73 is fantastic. I know.
I could take this in 74. It would just be
I got
which
it.
one I felt like at the time. I think
Got
I
it.
like them both very much and equally.
Oh, man, I have a lot more here than I thought I did. All right, this is great. So I do have barrel 95 sitting here. I have barrel 588 sitting here, and I have barrel 626 sitting here as far as in a sample.
I've got 624, 87, 380,
626. Is that what you just said? 626?
626.
I've got that. Marty has that.
and 95
Yeah,
And we've
95.
got 95.
and 6.7.
Now, Marty.
Seven?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of our column barrels in there as well. So I definitely want you to compare before the night's over with. I definitely want you to compare some of the column to some of our pot distillate as well.
Okay.
So I don't know if you might want to try. Sorry, I was looking at the.
No,
anyway,
you tell me.
Good night.
I get glasses. I do whatever you say.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you want to start with trying maybe the pot first, like maybe not queen share, just to see what the standard maybe single barrel tastes like.
Give us a barrel number.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go 626. 4.5 year.
We'll do that.
4.5 year. And
Got
Good
it.
idea.
you guys might have had
idea.
this tasting that night. This is the people's pick and the Women's History Month pick that we did at the distillery.
626. There's not much left of that one. That one's probably gonna be gone after the rest of this.
So you don't have 588. I'm sorry. Goodness. But we do have 626.
I got 581.
We got 581.
There you go.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what all these samples are set in front of me here. Oh, pretty fun.
626 and 624.
yeah.
Was 624 part of the voting?
So I think it was
I got a heavy second.
624. I think it was 624, 626, and then
It's
Like
714.
714, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Is it this one? 714.
Well, I don't think it was released, so maybe.
Whatever came in last place was my pick.
Probably this one's 714.
Listen, I picked all three, and the one I wanted to win the most didn't win. I think it was also 714 as well. So, yeah, that was a good looking single barrel right there. I think
to getting that same nutty note, cashew, macadamia.
Yeah, so that's the cool thing about the calm distillate is you get zero nuttiness on our pot stuff, but the recipe's not changed. Just the still.
Yeah.
So I wonder if because it's a cleaner distillation process that that nuttiness shines out a little bit more.
I don't think I'm not somebody who I like it as long as it's not out of balance or something. I don't mind
God, look at that
having a nutty note.
That's a 4.5-year-old whiskey, by the way. That color.
I think I know who's asking me questions.
Okay.
There's only one KM Indians that I know. And he's from Indiana, and I don't think he drinks whiskey.
Oh,
Canned Spam, that's straight up Budweiser. I'll just go ahead and answer that for you. If you really want to just kind of get something meaty on that Spam, that's how you do that. Roger did have a good question.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be a little bit just because we released an Oopsie barrel, and if you don't see what he's saying, did you guys talk about when the next round of Queen Share is going to be out? The last barrel was in, so we do about 2 a year releases, and we did the Tennessee in January, so that might be a couple more months before we put out another one, maybe. So.
Yeah, we don't distill them. We don't distill them very often. So
yeah, we don't have. I mean, we have 8,500 barrels in the barrel house. I guarantee you, there's less than 30 out there that we could share. So
can we have some on barrel 80 at some point?
That's good. That's good. So barrel 626. Barrel 626 was something that we did at the distillery. I went in and selected 3 barrels to be put into the bottle shop. We had people come in and do flights of those 3 barrels, and they got to choose what was their favorite. We had big glass vases out there, and they could drop a cork in to vote. At the very end, barrel 626 is what won. I know a couple weeks ago when we did our private tasting, Marty and Scott and all those guys absolutely thought that 626 was their favorite pour of the night.
What letter was it? You remember?
It was lettered. It was the third one.
C.
Letter C. Because we went. No, it was letter D. I can't remember if we went pot column.
Because I went B crazy, and then I went D crazy.
Yeah, D. It was D. So we went pot column,
right.
pot, because the last pour of the night was the Queen Share.
That makes sense.
Or a single.
I don't even remember. I mean, it was a fantastic.
Oh yeah, Toby was there
tasting, but I don't even remember.
It was a lot of fun.
What'd they say you were doing, Marty? You thought everything was 100 proof?
No, just when we started, I thought everything was lower proof because of the spice I was getting.
Right.
And then it was both. I was getting the spice, which was from the char and everything, and then the damn proof was there too. So I was like getting punched in the face twice.
Yeah, we all were undercutting on proof by a little or a lot.
Huh. That tends to happen when people.
If Adam and Travis could have watched me that night, that'd have been a real fun episode.
Yeah. No, it was pretty funny. I just kept looking up at Marty, and you could just see him. He would try something. He'd go,
Well,
like,
yeah.
Are you
I'm
kidding
gonna have to
me?
give Hawk a hard time because he was supposed to let me know and he didn't.
Well,
It's the Hawkster for you, but that's okay.
That's it.
by the way, apologies for going live while he's live, but he'll be fine. I sent him a $10 super chat to make up for it.
That's awesome.
No, this is
There you
good,
go.
man. This has like on the nose, it's kind of got like I get like a vanilla ice cream kind of, like maybe a honey topping on it. And then it kind of has a little graham cracker funk, which is spectacular.
You hit that right on the nose. I mean, that's everything in that right there. Get a little bit of oak on the back end of it, maybe some of those baking spices.
We're only 350 degrees from it being a fucking pie.
Yeah.
Bake all that.
It almost does smell like you walked in the house and somebody was making like a caramel apple pie or something.
Ernest, you ain't kidding.
A lot of those columns still single barrels get that graham cracker note. Hard.
If you see a bottle in a store, other than me being able to text you guys, but somebody that's watching, they see a bottle where they're at, is there any way they know what's column still and what's not?
Yeah, anything under 4. I'm trying to think on mash bills here. Your safest bet, anything under 400 is pot.
As in barrel number?
400 to 430.
Okay.
450 to be safe.
Okay.
We'll let you know that it's pot still. And that's for both mash bills. Anything over that, which out in the market, there's probably barrel 500 plus is out there. That's column.
Okay.
Anything new hitting the market right now is probably column. We've been really stingy about putting a lot of those pot still single barrels out there because there's not a lot of them. And, what are you going to do, 10 years down the road?
Right.
When everybody wants your pot still and all of a sudden you put it in your bottled and bond blend and your small batch and you sold it all out in the market early on and you go, whoa, we've got 100 barrels to choose from. What do we do?
I mean, you could go back and do a couple of runs with it if you decided, but again, if you're doing that again, you're another 5-6 years away from it.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing is trying to the timing of it all. I don't get paid to do that. That's my brother-in-law's Matt's job.
Yeah, there you go.
I get paid to promote and sell. It's his job to go, okay, how much of this do we want to put back?
Yeah.
When do we run this next run? How do we organize the stretch? That's the trick of it all. When you run a full distillery like that is really trying to figure out when to ramp up production, when to slow production, when to change hands and introduce something different, when to blend something different. And everybody's trying to figure it all out at the same time. What's the next blend that's going to catch fire? What's the next cask we're going to use?
Well, let me tell you what. This is exactly, and Adam and Toby and Travis can vouch for me. They won't often. They will never co-sign anything, but they may vouch for me, which is different because that's not a signature. But they may vouch for me on this. What my entire channel and what we're doing with our Legends of the Oak team is we're looking for very good whiskey that's affordable. And that's exactly why you guys are here, because that's exactly what you're doing. And you're actually, this is my first real taste through other than what me and Matt and Toby did with Hawk 3 weeks ago. And that was just Matt will tell you, I went batshit crazy about 3 times on about 3 of those samples because the only thing I had was at the Blitz, and that wasn't fair.
You were overserved.
Well, no, really, because I had freaking Dark Arts before that, and I was with Bill McBrayer. We're working and talking, and it's hard to recall. But for what I'm trying to say is, and I'll get to the point, and we'll move on. It's like you're exactly in the wheelhouse of what we're trying to find. And I think that's why when people come to the distillery, they leave and try to go find it.
Yeah.
So
cheers to that. Thank you.
And the other thing too is we're not looking to do a Russell's pick or a Knob Creek pick. Everybody does those. They're great. We're trying to find distilleries that are kind of on the up and coming and try to like Travis and Adam have been doing with you, just trying to, assist in any way they can. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. And, the first distillery we picked up was Larrikin, up in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And then we just got done doing 3 single barrels with McBrayer. And then we just did another one this past week. And all of these are smaller, less discovered, and yet everything is good people. And so it's just this really, kind of trifecta of great whiskey, great people, and trying to find, kind of the next distillery, to.
That's kind of why I left OH's comment on here, because I think that's the nail on the head.
Yep. What did he say? I didn't.
Find and advocate for it.
Find and advocate for. That's it exactly. And anyway, so.
There's a
Word
lot
of
of
mouth
good
means a whole lot more than marketing.
Hands down. And in this business,
especially in this community, in whiskey tube and whiskey nerddom, and all that. Yeah.
What's the age on this one? Did y'all tell me it's 4 year, 4 months?
Yeah, it's a 4.5 year, 4 year, 5 months.
Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I
love that.
Marty's gonna go cry.
No,
he's gonna come back and his face is gonna be more red. No, I'm kidding.
Listen, we're super excited about the column stuff. Next year and a half, when that stuff starts hitting 5, 6 years old, it's gonna be ridiculous. And
game changer.
I'm here for it.
We got about 8,000 barrels of that sitting there, by the way.
Yeah.
There's about 8,500 in the barrel house, and I guess I never told you this. After you start making 15 barrels a day, putting a column still in, you got to find somewhere to put them. So we put a barrel house up late 2021.
Adam has a garage.
You got a garage.
We'll haul a few off for you. We're fine. We're good.
He's got a garage and a drill.
What we do privately, Matt and Devin, is we raise money for Adam to take like rock climbing lessons. So when he comes to the distillery, he can climb up, all the pallets and everything. So,
buddy, I grew up free climbing.
It's paying off. I've seen it firsthand.
I know. I've seen pictures, and from the pictures, I start sweating.
And Marty, don't forget the pictures we take. Also, we build a calendar to send out.
Oh yeah,
But the thing is it's a special rock climbing class where you have cocktails ahead of time. You don't start climbing until you can blow a .2. So
And I was
learning to climb under the influence.
I was going to say as well, it must be nice to be under 150 pounds. So I can't imagine
anything about that.
I can't imagine climbing my 300-pound ass up that barrel house. So
I actually think that's why they hired me, because I was dumb enough and small enough to climb the barrels.
Well, I'm not going to hey, Devin, I'm not going to say any names, but I know another guy that you can use that for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Free labor.
And he works for a cheap rate, from what I hear.
Yeah.
Free
I
labor.
feel like
you'll work for whiskey.
I feel like I'm their dad when they're out there climbing around. It's like, don't do that. Watch your step. Yeah, careful.
I'm a gentlemanly 175.
Gentlemanly.
Yeah. That's what my tennis shoe weighed when it got wet too. So nah. So
that's funny.
Yeah, so something exciting that's coming from us. We just came from Roaring Pour over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting ready to release some double oak Tennessee bourbon.
It's coming.
May or may not be this week. It may or may be next week. So we'll see what happens.
It may or maybe be 3 minutes too late.
Yeah. You know what? It don't matter, because where it's at right now and what people tried over the weekend at Roaring Pour, the support for that has been wild. Like we took 2 bottles down there, and we went through those quicker than anything.
Yeah. In 1 hour, 2 750s gone.
Yeah.
Nice.
I looked at Matt and I said, "That's it, isn't it?" He goes, "Yep."
And a half ounce or a quarter ounce each.
Yep. So, yeah, no, I feel you. I'm 6'2", 380 pounds, 280 pounds. Good Lord. I used to be 380, 280.
Okay.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah. I lost about 130 pounds during COVID.
Cheers, Lance.
But no, it was fun to see the sport over that. And, you know, the details on that, if you want to know, it is a 6-year Tennessee bourbon, single barrel, double oak. So at 110 proof.
How long are you oaking it in the second barrel?
So we did it aged. It was a 5.5-year-old pot single barrel, and we put it into a brand new Kelvin Char 4 barrel for 6 months. Actually, it might have went to 7 months, but right there in that range. Now, proofed out of the barrel at 123, it was a little tannic. I mean, again, it went to a brand new Char 4, and for us to kind of get that out of there, we proofed it down a little bit. Honestly, most people that tried it said, "Why would you proof that down?" But I also felt like that it was better profile at that 110 proof.
All right, I got a question.
All right.
What do you think with a single pot, a 5-year out of the pot, first fill, and then a 5-year second fill? Do you think that would be too much with a pot still, or do you think that could be something that could possibly work? Or does the other side of that too is a 10-10? I've got a couple 10-10s in here that I think are really good, but I don't know until next week when I have Blake from Sealbox on if that's proof down.
Right.
So
yeah.
I'm curious on your thoughts, what y'all know this far. Like, you know, what about a 5.5?
I think it depends on the cooperage. Kelvin's
quick. Kelvin will be quick.
Kelvin's quick. So I think if you did Kelvin, it might be over oaked by that 10-year mark. It might taste like a 52-year dry.
Sure.
But you never know until you try. And I don't know that anybody's tried that.
I think you might be better off doing, like, if pot's not a way you could go, a 2 to 3 year, and then let it go 3 to 4 in that second.
Yeah.
Hit it younger in the second barreling.
Yeah. It's gonna do one of two things in that barrel. It's either gonna get super sweet the way you want it, or it's gonna get super tannic and not.
Yeah, it'll be a waste, I'm afraid.
Now I think if you change the char level, it might help. If you did like 5 years in a Char 4, 5 years in a Char 2, that might be something. But I mean, at the same time, you're essentially kind of doing the same thing twice. So,
well, even if you char it down on the second fill, it doesn't make a damn if you disclose what that char is, even if it's a Char 1, you know, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter, because all you're going to know is it's a 2 char barrel. I mean, a 2 fill barrel, double oak.
Yeah.
So that's just one of those things, man. You know, it's talking about play with fire. Let's see what we can do with like 3 barrels and see what happens. I mean, but you know, I've got an OKI bottle that's a 10-10, and it's ridiculous, and I just don't know how they got that to work.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 10 years in a heavy char, could be 10 years in maybe a light char.
That's what it has to be, man. It would be so tannin you couldn't drink it, I would think, at a 10-10 heavy char.
I think so. I mean, if
a
you think
toast light char.
Yeah.
And I think maybe, so think of 10 Eagle Rare 10-year is a good example. I've had some that are just caramel bombs. I've had a lot of them. Most of them are cherry bombs. But some of them have that like oaky funk to it. And it could be, you know, it tasted awesome at barrel proof, but it might not be, you know. I personally like oak. Oakier the better for me, unless it's too tannicky. But yeah. But I kind of think of it like that. I'm thinking Eagle Rare twice. So if it has that funky oak note, it could be bad. But if it has that, like, again, that super sweet, it could be a banger, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, even for that double oak we're doing right now, it's only been in there 2 months and it's damn near ready. And that's a Char 3 Kelvin.
Yeah. No, it's char 4 Kelvin.
It's a
Is it
So-
a char 4?
So that was a char 3 Kelvin aged for 6 years, and then so
char
far
4 now.
it's been in the char 4 Kelvin for 2 months.
Well, you know what?
Okay.
Let's talk about that too, because we can talk about price. The quicker it's ready, the better that return's going to be on the consumer.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
but you for sure want to make dang sure that it's ready,
yeah, I agree.
because I'll tell you, it could taste great in the bottle, or it could taste great in the barrel, but once you get it bottled, it could be funky, right? And that could be
Yeah.
just, right. So you'd have to be careful there on the way you kind of do that. You want to make sure 100% that it's ready, do a couple tests, and then get it going. But double oak's fun for us. It's also new from us. We don't know what we're doing really. I reached out to Ryan Cecil from Bourbon Pursuit.
Nice.
He kind of gave me some direction, and now he takes it to a whole another level. He's a double oak master. I mean, he does crazy blends and then into the barrel, and but as somebody that didn't know what they're doing, and I really love what they do, and they're double oaks. So I reached out to them, and I know Ryan Kenny personally. They're awesome people, and so he kind of helped me on helping us make a decision on the direction we should go in it, and it turned out freaking awesome. So it's awesome.
For a standard shelfer, as far as a double oak, I don't think there's any better as far as a shelf product that's a double oak than what Pursuit's doing currently.
I 100% agree with
On
you.
bourbon, I agree 100%.
On the bourbon, yeah,
Yep, I know
with
what you
bourbon.
meant. I know that's what you meant, but I'm just saying. Yep, they've got it down really nice.
Are you not a rye guy, Marty?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So he said that they have some double oak ryes that are killer too.
Their later
it's
batches of
Sagamore.
their double oak rye
Yeah.
have improved over the one that happened 2 years ago
The best
I will
shelfer
say
double
that.
oak right now for me is Sagamore.
for the rye.
Yeah, just a shelfer. Just like
Yeah.
if you want somebody to try something double oak, it's kind of got a different kind of weird profile. That's your jam.
I'll throw out the red corn, Jimmy Red Corn.
Jimmy Red.
They're
Got
double
it.
oak, freaking
Got
good.
it. Yep.
Hey, I've tried a lot of blue corn, a lot of red corn stuff. What they're doing is freaking awesome. Same
Yeah.
thing with Smoke Eye Hill. I know they currently contract distill with MGP with it,
Mhm.
but regardless, like that mash bill they put out for that is ridiculous.
Hooray.
Hey,
Yeah, right.
Peerless Double Oak is great as well. Their pricing is terrible. You go in one store, it's $70. You go in another store, it's $150.
That's one of my favorites I ever tried, but I don't buy it often.
I tell you what, I bought in March of last year. My little store here had a North Carolina. It was an anniversary Peerless double oaked rye, and I got into it, and I thought, oh my God, I should have bought 2. And then a couple months ago, me and Toby were working on Legends of the Oak stuff, and I pulled it out and tried it, and it had totally changed. And when I say that, it was still good, but it was not the banger that it was up front. But that happens. I'm not knocking Peerless. I'm just saying I was kind of surprised that kind of fell off, to be honest.
Absolutely. So speaking of
right, Lance.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So I was up in Devin's territory, up in Indiana. I was in Caramel, Indiana, and there's a store up there. It's a grocery store. It's called Lake District, and they had one of the very first double oaked ryes from Peerless, and it was a mistake barrel. They thought they were dumping all their bourbon barrels and double oaking them. Well, rye barrel got in there. That was the story I got. I picked it up. I should have bought a case. I missed that so much. It was such a good double oak rye. It was ridiculous. But speaking of rye, and I know it's something that Marty has not had, barrels number 60 of our rye. It's 100% rye. Still currently aging in the barrel as well. I know we're kind of jumping around here, but
I've got it right here.
for time's sake, I want you to try it.
Okay.
Barrel
Thank you,
60.
Travis. Thank
Barrel
you, Travis.
60.
This will be my favorite part of the
It's
night.
been sampled out. I don't have any more of it, but I know it.
You know where to find it.
Oh,
Thank you, Travis.
Devin, I'm so ready for this. 50 barrels of single barrel coming.
7-year Lincoln County.
Nope. So no Lincoln County on this.
Oh, I thought-
On that. Just the bourbon and the Tennessee whiskeys.
Yeah. So
Wait a
this
minute.
is
This is the rye whiskey number 60.
rye whiskey. So
Yeah.
so our barrel number 60
Oh,
is
question mark. Sorry, Trav.
You're fine. You're good.
I'm sorry.
so barrel number 60 is a 100% rye. It's currently still in the barrel. The current samples that are floating around that Travis and them have are around 8.5 years. I don't know the proof on this. I think we proofed it and it was like 127 if I remember correctly, but I don't know 100%.
It was up there. It was like 127, 128.
Yeah, it was like middle of February or something when it was pulled, or early February.
So it's over.
Yeah.
It's at that 8-year mark. But this is a 95% rye, 5% malted rye. So it's 100% rye, 5% malted rye. And you like
Just
rye,
tried that
Marty?
on.
Oh yeah, man.
So
Okay, off the nose, I think if this was in a bourbon blind, you'd have a problem. So right off the shot, I think it is a bourbon drinker's rye on the nose.
and maybe the proof is higher. I get a little proof off this one.
So Matt, on this barrel, after y'all did the pull, did you move where the barrel was, or did you keep it where it was?
No, it's still exactly where it is.
Okay.
It somehow ended up on the floor, and that was their mistake. Yeah. And Devin, everybody knows it. If you put it on the floor and let me have access to it, it's a mistake. Because I want to send it to everybody and show everybody what Old Glory's doing. So it's the problem.
It's a good mistake to have.
That's called being proactive. Is what that's doing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Man, I'm so excited. So I was actually
There's brown sugar on this shit.
yeah.
I'm not
So-
kidding.
Going back to my bourbon journey in the beginning, I was more of a rye fan early on than bourbon, whiskey, and stuff like that. The problem was there just wasn't a whole lot of killer ryes out there, so you was pretty limited to it. Now, fast forward 10 years, you have a lot of great rye whiskeys out there, and I'm glad it's out there. But
The other
Cheers.
thing is you've got a lot of whiskey that's rye whiskey that's stamped standard, and it's same here, and same here.
yeah, super.
First I ever had was Woodford Rye and Dad's Hat. So I started off on the wrong foot.
Holy
That'll
God.
do
Womp, womp, womp.
That'll be
Yeah.
it.
The spice on the palate hits you as soon as it hits your mouth.
Yeah. You know, the cool thing about it, though, is no matter what, you can tell that it's Old Glory distillate.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
that Old Glory essence to it, and it's a 10 out of 10. It's
And
a
there's only about 50 of those barrels sitting in there right now.
Yep, that's all we
I
got.
got to get y'all shit together then.
It was all stuff that we just threw together one day and sat on it for years and years and years, and now we're going through that discovery process and realizing what we have. So trying to figure
Thanks,
out.
Trey.
Didn't Nick say that was like a batch of rye that they had gotten extra of or something like that? And he just said,
Yeah. So what we're sipping on right now was a batch that was supposed to go to another distillery. That distillery backed out of the purchase. We ended up buying that rye. And I want to say it's a northern rye too. It's not local rye. It was a northern
No.
rye.
it's
It's very unique to what we're doing because our grains now are local. We have 5-year stuff. We have 5-year rye that's local rye versus
Yeah.
what this is right here. So really cool to see what that northern rye does on our pot still aged in Clarksville, Tennessee on that Tennessee-Kentucky border.
I'm going to text Nick and ask him where that came from.
Lance.
Agreed.
That's Pennsylvania shit, ain't it?
Yeah.
No, But no, it's super brown sugar heavy. You get that spearmint, but it's not like it's like a bubblegum spearmint. It's not like an off-putting. It's like a sweet spearmint to it. And then it just chocolate falls after that. And when I say
dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when I say chocolate, it's like you took dark chocolate, put it in your mouth, let it melt. It's that kind of viscosity, thickness, like makes you smack your tongue against the top of your mouth and
little peppercorn
on
the finish, man. Just a little peppercorn. I mean, so when I said a minute ago when it hit the palate, it just exploded. It was just straight peppercorn, rye spice, and then viscosity on top of it.
That's not what you get on the nose at all.
No.
So for me on the nose, I get a lot of dill pickle off of it. Honestly,
really?
Yeah, I get a lot of dill off of it.
I was the one that didn't get it on it. But.
Yeah. I still get it, but everybody's different.
Yeah,
that's the coolest thing about whiskey is everybody has a little bit.
It's almost green apple for me on the nose.
Yeah.
You see that bitter, that kind of tight. What's up, Fritzy?
Maybe my palate's awful. I don't know.
No.
No,
don't you?
No.
You ain't gonna say that on this channel.
No. Mine came from Temu, so you're good.
Sometimes I wonder. This is a funny story, and I pick on Caleb for it. So our master Caleb, his name is Caleb Martin, and doing the people's pick, barrel 741. It's one of our Caleb's a Scotch guy, so if you get some of his Tennessee whiskey picks, they may be a little.
This is peaty.
Maybe a little peaty, smoky, but that's Caleb. Caleb started with us, moved to Memphis for a little bit, worked at Old Dominic, and came back to us. Pretty cool, but it's amazing.
You should play some music for him.
Yeah. So Caleb's a musician. He plays the banjo. And if you look on Spotify, Apple, you can find him, Caleb Ryan Martin. So, but if you like banjo, like that,
Ryan Martin.
We plays music at the distillery. He plays at some of the other locations that are tied in with Old Glory and whatnot. So, pretty cool. But now, Caleb's awesome. But yeah, nicest guy you ever meet too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We sent a barrel pick to Bruzel like a year ago, and he swore to God it was Scotch. Just samples, and he's going, what the hell? This is Scotch.
It always scares me when somebody sends a sample to somebody and I don't know what it is, and they try it on live and something like that, and I'm like, oh gosh, not the Scotch. One barrel, not that one barrel. You know, it's like
yeah.
I worked out with Jeff. Jeff's video yesterday. Hello again, whiskey friends.
Yeah. Oh, you say that. He said I'd get nervous if I heard a banjo in Tennessee, but I tell you, Caleb's from Arkansas, so you might be really scared.
It could be worse.
Yeah,
even more scary.
Absolutely. Me and Caleb kind of come from the same general area, so it's kind of fun.
Adam, what did you send him? There was 5.
I've got the list right here.
Because when he was going through them, they just kept getting better. Obviously, I think you did that on purpose.
It was stuff we pulled.
Yeah.
Oh, it was barrel 420 was A, 287 was B.
By the way, hang on just a second. We just released 420 in the bottle shop in April.
Yep.
Okay.
And that barrel from the time you sent it to him to now is a completely different monster.
Is it
really
a cordial cherry bomb?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Matt.
He's falling in love with it now.
There's only 3 bottles left at the distillery when I left today.
Dang.
Pull one, please.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. I'm gonna throw you a note that's about as far out of left field as a little league 9-year-old ball game on the nose on this one, on this 60 rye applesauce.
Sauce. like a heavy brown sugar applesauce, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if your sugar drops and you need some gas, that's it.
I could see that.
Golly.
Rye apples.
Wow, you kind
You
of
get
cut out.
that, Travis? A little bit.
Yes, on that one, I did. Well, you
I
said
did a
the
little bit.
apple. I can tie that in with the sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely get that now. Interesting. Yeah, that was that intended? It was kind of intended on my part. I kind of threw that out there. Like, hey, we need a single barrel for the bottle shop, and I was like, we got that one. So we threw it out there. So half of that barrel went to Middle Tennessee for a barrel pick. Miss K's. I don't know exactly where her store is. Devin knows
I
where.
don't know that
It's
one.
Parkway. It's Parkway in Spring Hill.
Yeah, Parkway in Spring Hill. So they have that 420 there. And then the
What
rest
town
of
is
the
that?
Huh?
What town?
Spring Hill.
Spring Hill.
Of course,
Is that Spring Hill, Tennessee?
Yes, it is.
Hey,
what's that near, Travis? I don't know Spring Hill. Chattanooga?
No, you're about 20 minutes south of Nashville.
Oh, okay.
15
So,
south of Franklin.
okay, I got you.
yeah.
Central Time Zone. I'm in.
Yeah.
So, and then the other half we put out in the bottle shop for sale, and it's like I said, there's only about 3 bottles left of it. So, I text them to see if there's any left. I'm waiting for an answer. We'll see.
Marty, have you been to Elixir?
No.
Oh boy.
Marty, I did put back some of that 626 for you. You told me during the tasting.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Sitting out there in Devin's area.
All right.
Oh, Devin's got his own spot. Nice.
Sometimes.
Just kidding.
Sometimes you can't get to it, but
Okay.
I talked to Tark the other day. Pressed him on his Old Glory pick that he's putting off.
Tarek wants something that he can't have because it's sold to somebody
Go.
else.
Go figure.
Name. it rhymes with somebody with a beer name, so we'll see how that goes.
Coors.
Yeah. No, TJ. He tried some of TJ's picks, and he was like, "I want all of it. I want both of those." Of course, it's 7-year. Devin might have lost the power. We're starting to get some.
Yeah.
Our storms here are starting to escalate a little
The
bit.
heavy stuff's coming in.
Yep.
But it's
I
all
don't
good.
think the heavy stuff's going to come down for quite a while.
I
say we play on.
I'm here for it. I'm good for now.
That's just my Caddyshack quote for the night.
Everybody should hit up Elixir and tell him that he needs to come pick a barrel. Tark needs to come pick a barrel right now.
I told him.
Also,
We told him. I know Tyler's told him.
Also, I want to say if anybody's out of state and they can't just drive 4 or 5 hours to come pick up stuff at the distillery,
Me either, buddy.
if you go to our website, oldgorydistilling.com,
I'm back.
It's right there at the bottom.
So we have a Tennessee whiskey column single barrel online right now that you can purchase. We took it to Roar and Pour down in Memphis over the weekend, and we sold it out. Everybody wanted it bad. I'm telling you, it's no joke. It's a good bottle. So flat rate, because of who we use, flat rate's $20. And it doesn't matter if you order 6 bottles, it's $20. If you order 1 bottle, it's $20. So I highly recommend you pick up maybe a bottled in bond, something like that as well.
Yeah, you're bottled in bond for what it is at 100 proof and everything. It's very viscous. It's got a lot of flavor. I can see why. And again, your bottled in bond is what turned Jason to start asking questions about y'all
Absolutely.
last year in the Ascots. And that's really also what started making the connection to where I wanted to reach out and find out more about what y'all were about. So
yeah. So that single barrel that Marty just showed on there, that it's ridiculous. And Travis is right. We entered the Ascot Awards. Excuse me. We won double platinum which is the highest honor you can get. And that's
Mm-hmm.
ADHD whiskey. That's Mash and Drum. That's
Dusty Dan.
Dusty. Mm-hmm.
Dusty Dan. That's Fred Minnick. All those guys. So double platinum was major for us. So pretty cool. I mean, yeah, no, it's on there. It's a single barrel that I picked. And if you don't like it, text me. I'll buy it from you. Shit. That's
Can you buy merch from the website?
I'm sorry.
Can you buy your merch from the website?
No, I think it's something that we might work on in the future, but currently, no, we do not. But also, and as far as shipping, we ship to 45 states. We don't ship to Utah, Alaska, Hawaii, Maryland, and North Dakota. So if you're not in those states, we'll ship it directly to your door, including Tennessee. So if you're out in Eastern Tennessee listening to this, we'll ship it to your door if you don't want to drive 4 hours over here.
And you can ship it to me, and I'll move it on, boys.
That's right.
North Carolina.
Also, not bourbon. Grab some of the blueberry lemonade shine off there. Mix some Sprite.
Yes.
Make sure you're by a pool, and you'll have the time of your life because that bottle will not last long. It is a summer delight. I'll tell you that.
Just don't pass out in the pool.
Yeah, please don't.
If you're
not responsible.
Yeah, we're not responsible for that. I took it over to a pool party last summer, and before I realized it, we drank 2 bottles of it, and I mean, it's only 35 proof, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you should drink 2 bottles of it, but
no.
But it wasn't just me, right? So, but I mean, by the pool, it's fantastic. So, absolutely.
You usually mix it with Sprite and ice in my parents' house when we're by the pool.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. If you've ever had a cherry Sprite, imagine a blueberry Sprite. It's ridiculous.
I'm sipping on 649 right now, actually.
I got 624.
Matt, where do you want us to go next? Oh, he left.
Hey, Deb, are y'all going to double oak some rye?
Say that again?
Are you going to try to double oak some rye?
Wouldn't be a bad idea based off what I've heard from all this double oak action.
Because
like I said, there is not a lot of it. So we get to decide, like with 50 barrels, do you double oak a couple? What do you do?
Shoot, I'm trying to double oak everything.
Plans of producing.
Right, Matt. Matt, if I worked at Old Glory, I mean, we'd be broke.
Hey, I'm trying to
more double barrels.
We're talking about it. We're trying to figure out it. We're trying to figure out a barrel order currently that fits what we're trying to do, and I think definitely it's going to be something that's going to be a lot more of in the future. But these first couple batches that we've kind of hand selected and done are just going to be killer. So,
well, let me ask you this: the things we've had thus far, nothing's been older than 7 years. Am I correct?
Correct. We've never released anything older than 7 years.
So, with that being said, I can't imagine when you get a little bit more age, and I know those things are sitting. Adam, by the look of his hat, has climbed most of those barrels. But I can't imagine how the viscosity and the weight of this stuff is going to just go up and up and up. Yeah. And guys, I'm telling you, I've had a lot of people on this channel in the last 5 years, 2 months, and the age statement on this stuff, if you can pick an age statement and get it right on this, well, you're better than 95% of people in Whiskey Tube, because it hits a hell of a lot older than what it really is. And I think that's just what is absolutely making me, every now and then I bow out and take a moment, cry, and wipe my tears. They're happy tears, but it's unreal. I mean, Clarksville, Tennessee. Yeah, you're right on the border. It's just like, You get the humidity. I mean, I know Clarksville. My uncle worked at Austin P for years and years and years, and
Go P.
Go Govs.
Let's go P.
That column still stuff. I mean, like Matt said earlier, when that stuff gets 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, that column still stuff is going to blow you away.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've tasted through so much of what we have to offer, and I'm so excited to release a whole bunch of it. It's going to be ridiculous. When that stuff hits, it's going to be ridiculous, and I'm here.
And the cool part about it is right now, only being able to go physically grab a bottle in Tennessee. If you want it, you got to come get it. If you want it, you got to come find it. It's fun.
And we're not every distillery that's trying to get outside of Tennessee. We don't care to be outside Tennessee currently, right? We want to support the Tennessee market. We want to hell, we didn't even distribute outside of Montgomery County here where we live until a couple years ago. So, I mean, that tells you a lot right there. We're in no hurry to grow and be a big distillery. We're content on taking our time, growing it as we need to be, and letting those barrels age and get a lot of flavor on them. So,
well, here's my last taste of 60 rye. Cheers on that.
Cheers on that. I got my last bit right here myself.
Down, cheers.
So me and Toby's got barrel 87, mash bill 3, barrel 95, mash bill 1, barrel 380, mash bill 2, barrel 624, mash bill 1, and of course we've got some more from Travis. So whatever y'all want to direct us to next.
So
go ahead.
The last one I have with you is 95. That's the last one I have. As far as I don't have a bottle left of it, it's barrel 95. Barrel 95 is awesome. It kind of got excluded from being sold. Well, if you were there on 2 occasions, you would have got 95 in the bottle shop. But I tried to stop it both times, and I think I succeeded. But majority of that barrel has gone out for media samples only. So
media samples.
Love it. You're very, very lucky. Yeah.
I saw Adam holding it and looking at it. He doesn't want to drink anymore.
Yeah.
He's trying to savor it.
And I got lucky recently and stopped into the gift shop when there were 5 bottles on the shelf.
Yeah.
Barrel 95. And I bought 3 and left and came back, and the guy at the bar got the other 2.
Yeah. Twice. It's kind of that lull moment where we're in between single barrels, but we need to have something on the shelf. And then they pull that, and I'm like, stop it. Because at that time, it was the oldest thing we've ever released. It's a 6 or 9 month, 6 or 9 month, just incredible pour. And I have 2 bottles unopened, and I sent you last of what I had of the unopened. So, besides what's in my little sample bottle,
unopened.
95 is fantastic. Every time they put it in
7 years on the dot.
6 year 9 months.
9 months.
What was the proof on it? 129.
129.3.
No, they do not.
Elixir does
right now, Travis.
But I have been harping him to get up here.
Say it again, Marty.
He knows what to do. He knows what to do. He just got to get up here.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they've got that, and I know Southern, like you had mentioned, also has a couple within their gift shop as well. They're going through.
Look at this.
Yep. They do.
Look at the legs on that damn thing, man. They're literally, like Ethan says, stretch marks.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. For me, it's just a cherry bomb through and through.
Yeah.
Loose palate, everything. I just get nothing but red fruits. Red fruits, caramel, a lot of brown sugar.
There's not really, when you say red fruits, I see that, but there's not like a bitter zest like a lemon, lime, orange zest on it. It's not there. I think
it's your dark creamy notes. So
raspberry.
So I was over in the restaurant grabbing brunch one day and got a pour whatever single barrel they had behind the bar. Tasted it, was convinced it was Stag Junior. Went to the bar, asked them what barrel number it was. They said, "Oh, it doesn't have a barrel number on it." I said, "Of course it does. Can you show me the bottle that you just poured from?" Got it, barrel 95. Texted Travis, put the feelers out. We got to find this. He found it in a store. I think we bought all of it.
You're talking about 182.
Was that 180? No, I think it was 95.
No, that was 182 because 95 has only been.
We've never put that out in distro.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, promise.
No, okay.
Well, I didn't.
Unless
but-
they accept it on a pallet.
That's the thing. It's that profile, both of them.
Yeah.
182 was the first one that got you hooked on it, and I found 3 bottles in distro still.
Okay.
But now when we got to try 95, we're like, hey, what? What's this again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toby, what do you think of 95?
I think it's absolutely fantastic.
What do
You guys were talking about fruit notes. I get like golden raisin. I don't know if I want to go all the way to dark raisin or prune, but I feel like golden raisin.
I'm glad you liked it because you got one coming.
I'll be right back.
Some of my favorite Old Glory barrels that I try are those like cherry cola notes.
Yeah. I get a
That's
lot of
one
trouble off
that
those.
needs dumped. That one needs dumped. It's cherry cola ready.
Good Lord.
And again, the viscosity on those pop barrels it's insane. We have a container on site that we store chairs and stuff in. I've recently inquired about throwing some barrels in there and seeing if I can bake them to hazmat. That 6 and 7 year stuff. So, I'll tell you, the highest proof ever is about to be released through another channel. So, it's 134 proof.
Nice.
7-year Tennessee whiskey.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, but that's what Jason selected.
Oh,
146 barrel number.
Barrel 146. Well,
Okay, so that's what it was. Because we couldn't make out that number when it was doing it.
that was the tight spot.
Yeah, that was the one that was up top.
And to see, kind of peep through with your phone
So-
in and take a picture.
So
Too bad it wasn't barrel 487.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, so I did a live with him, and he was, because I didn't know the proof. I guess Devin and then pulled some samples and took the proof of it.
Mhm.
And I had somewhat of a bottle left of it, and I was trying it with him on the live that night, and I was like, he told me what the proof was, 134, and I was like, holy crap, it's ridiculous. And the viscosity on that thing is crazy. So that makes me more excited because he got to pull one out of the 10-year stack. What's slated for the 10-year stuff. So it makes me super excited to see what that pot distillate is at 10-year, because that's going to be our first 10-year distillate is that pot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super excited about that. Hell, our rye might be the 10-year at the same time, Devin.
Yeah.
Could be.
Just not thinking about it.
Barrel. I was told not to sell anything under 300, but sometimes you got to fight for your right to party.
That's right. Hey, if they leave barrel 84 in the stack, then that's their fault. That's their fault, not mine. So,
Nick's like, you sold what?
yeah.
Yeah.
It must have been a dirt smudge. I mean, I don't know what,
I thought it said 346. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
I've got a good Sharpie in my pocket.
Devin's my saving grace. If I'm in trouble, I text Devin. He fixes it for me, so it's good.
He calls me, can Can I do this? Yeah. Ask for forgiveness.
Yeah. No, it's fun. So I'm a bourbon nerd that started working at a distillery that got to learn the process of everything. So now learning the process of how stuff is done, why stuff is done in certain ways has been fun. Because we have a lot of fun projects. A lot of distilleries will take a finish and finish it for 6 months, like say like a brandy or a sherry cask, something like that. What we've done with our sherry cask is let it age in that barrel for 2 years, dry, and extract that sherry out of the barrel. And man, when that sherry cask releases, I don't know if Adam or Travis, I don't know if you guys have had that. When that sherry cask release, it's going to be a 6 year. It's going to be a 6 year some odd like crazy. And I pulled a whole bottle of it, took it to one of my whiskey events, and we drank it. Everybody drank it completely empty that night,
like candy
with cigars, and it was just ridiculous.
Like candy.
That yeah, because when we went through, you had sherry 1 and 2, and we were impressed with 1, but 2 made us stop.
Yeah.
Sherry 2 needs to age a little bit longer. It may be a 3 or 4 year sherry aged bourbon, right? So we took 4-year-old whiskey, and it's been aging in those barrels for an additional 2 years so far.
Yeah.
Which one was it that we tried Saturday with, or Monday with Tyler? Or was that yesterday? I can't even remember.
That was the brandy, maybe.
Was that yesterday?
Okay.
Monday. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Hell, today feels like Wednesday. I'll tell you,
dude.
It's been a busy 2 days at the distillery, so today feels like
a busy week. If you throw freaking
roar and pour in the mix,
pour in there, and everything else,
it's like
I told Matt on Monday. I said, "I'm not drinking this week," and here I
am. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible influence.
You're no. You're having cough medicine before bed.
That's right. That's right. I've got a terrible cough.
Yeah. So that's our website right there. You can see our column still in the background. Our column still is 24 foot tall, 14 inches in diameter. Beyond that, you see the remnants of our restaurant. So we have a scratch kitchen on the restaurant side. Amazing smoked meats, brisket, 1 pound beef ribs. Pulled pork, everything. But we kind of tied in with a little bit of Hispanic food as well. So we have like Mexican street corn on the cob, Mexican street corn dip, all kind of fun things over there as well.
Brisket tacos.
Brisket tacos.
And then my go-to brisket tacos.
Yeah. And then as far as like appetizers, we have prime rib egg rolls. Those are always a hit.
Good Lord.
Duck fat fries. Yeah, I'm
trying to lose on the menu. That's right there.
Yeah,
it's worth it just to go eat. Forget the whiskey, but I'm getting
that brunch is killer.
Yeah,
breakfast burrito. Oh,
so, hey, some of the best steak and eggs I've had out somewhere. I'll tell you. So,
7 days a week. 7 days a week.
Yeah, we don't shut down. We do tours 7 days a week. We eat 7 days a week. And we do whiskey
drink 7 days a week.
So yeah.
No, you product test. There's a difference.
Right.
Y'all hiring?
Let me go ask my wife what this is. Product testing or drinking?
I'm going to pour.
It doesn't count.
I'm going to pour. I've got from Travis, and so does Toby. We've got barrel 340. Well, that's not it. I want a weeder. I want something with a weed in it. Barrel 146.
You got 146 and 147.
Okay. Is there one you want me to do over the other, or both, or?
I would pick 146.
Okay.
We also have 380.
Travis has some barrels I don't even know about. I like that. And Travis, you want to share, buddy? While we're here.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go to it right now.
No.
With you. So
Does anybody have 588 on them? The
Does
newest
what?
one that's. I know Carter's probably got 588.
We don't have that.
I don't recall that barrel.
You better.
It's probably down underneath the table down there. So
Marty did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Matt. My bad.
No, you go ahead. I don't have. I'm good. Go ahead.
I'll say so. Barrel 146, when it was pulled, was tested or was proofed in at 134 proof. 7 years, 1 month. Of course, it's your weeded mash bill 2.
Hey, getting some of that 7-year, Marty. Look at you.
He's excited.
What'd you say? The proof was? 34?
134.
Is this what I think it is?
It's the next one. It's not. It wasn't that one.
Okay. Marty, you get a treat, buddy.
Damn right.
Travis is sending you all the good stuff. I don't even have one of those. Shit.
Well, it's
you don't have access to it. Okay.
The problem is I got to climb on the barrel and figure out which one it is.
Smelling
That's why Travis has got me.
Smelling this, Marty, what are you getting? Because I am not getting anything that would give me indications that it's a weeder.
No. You know what?
I'm so curious. I want to go
It's
try.
almost got a rye nose.
Mm-hmm. It has a spice in it that you would never associate with being weeded.
A lot of people say that though about our single barrel Tennessee whiskeys. They feel like they have a lot of that rye kind of
Right. This is reminiscent of the first rye we did.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like the vanilla waffle cone on the nose for me.
Yep.
Man, that sounds amazing.
That's why we sugar maple everything, because we don't know if we want to switch that label over. You know, people see this on a shelf and they go,
but now
buy the bourbon. Well,
so your sugar maple process also, even though it is Lincoln County, is done differently than what most people associate it with, whether that be the biggest label or second biggest label in Tennessee whiskey.
Correct.
Right. You're not running it through 10 feet and you're not letting it sit there for 4 days before you dump it.
No. So our sugar maple filter per se is a 4-foot tall stainless steel pipe. It's 10 inches in diameter, and we fill it. If you've ever cooked with whole chunk charcoal, that's what ours looks like. We don't pulverize it down. It's whole chunk charcoal. So yes, it gets filtered, but it gets lightly filtered.
Yeah.
All of our Tennessee whiskey, anything that says Tennessee whiskey on it is sugar maple charcoal, even our pot distillate. Now, for the pot distillate on the bourbon side of things, it is not sugar maple charcoal, but everything that's come off the column since 2021 is sugar maple charcoal.
Okay.
So, Marty, that 626 barrel you tried tonight, that Tennessee bourbon single barrel, sugar maple charcoal filtered.
Okay.
Note taken.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. I mean, I tell a lot of people when they come into the distillery for a tasting, when you think of Tennessee whiskey, you think of Jack Daniels. This is not Jack Daniels, right? We don't. I mean, one drop for them takes a whole day to get to the bottom of that tank. We filter as we fill up a barrel. So every 2.5 minutes, we fill a barrel up, and that's how much time it spent going through that that sugar maple charcoal. That's
literally on a pump. Looks like a gas tank pump when you're filling those barrels.
Yeah. So in between those fillings, yes, that sugar maple charcoal filter will be full. So the first thing that gets put into that barrel is that sugar maple charcoal that might have been sitting in there with the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when those come out, those are those super vanilla bombs from us, honestly. So that stuff that sits on that sugar maple for a day or so before we fill the next run of barrels, those are the super, super vanilla barrels that we put out.
Yeah.
So
Marty, on this pallet, you're getting that rye, but I mean not rye. You're getting that wheat, but it's a spice. It's not a funk. You're getting cherry. Again, cherry out of that's atypical to me too, out of a weeder. And My goodness, the amount of
I'll
spice
tell you
you
this.
still get on your
I'll tell you
tongue
this.
all the way through.
If you can taste this, Travis, and pick a secondary grain, you might as well own a distillery.
Yeah. You're not going to say that this is wheat as a secondary grain.
Nope.
It's one of the same reasons somebody who just joined was super impressed with the one that he selected. Yeah, that'd be you. Yeah.
Damn.
And again, 134 proof. It is warmer, but would you guess that all the way through the experience?
No.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not even close.
I may have it about $1.23.
Yeah, I don't even know that I have it that high.
The only thing that would carry you above the mid-teens is how it still clings to your tongue and then where it sticks in the back.
Yeah, the viscosity, but certainly not the hug.
No.
I mean,
it just creeps. It claws. It does not just blow you up at all.
Yeah, right. It's incredible. That Tennessee whiskey, I've always felt like the older it gets, the better it's going to be. I felt like it's going to be our, like, if we get to that 15-year mark, I feel like Tennessee whiskey is going to be that, like, that placeholder that's always good. And I feel like our bourbon itself is gonna hit its peak is around 10, maybe 12 years. So
yeah, the only thing I would say with these is as they get to that 10 plus, taking samples, because if they're up high, you may want to figure out how to lower it, because you don't want that oak influence to start overtaking it. Granted, it's wheat, so older helps as far as that secondary grain, but my goodness, that's, to say impressive is not giving it enough credit.
well, we appreciate
It's
that.
spicy, but it's not hot.
No.
Yeah.
Jason, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, man. Sorry.
What's going on, fellas? Oh no, I just wanted to pop on because I saw you guys were still live, and I'm like, if it's an Old Glory stream, I'm coming on, dude. So
Yeah. Come on. Jason's been a big cheerleader for us too. It's
Nice
fun.
hat.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's fun to have all the guys on, you know, that support us heavy, and it's awesome to see. So
yeah. You didn't, you know, the reason why I wanted to come on because I'm in the middle of doing the Ascot Awards tastings. There's a lot of bad whiskey in there. But last year, thankfully, I discovered you guys because of the Ascot Awards. I think I mentioned that to you guys. I was going through some samples and I'm just like, what the hell is this? And this is great. So as I was tasting through it, lo and behold, when we finally got the reveal, two of my highest scored whiskeys were Old Glory. I'm like, what the hell is this place and what are they making?
do we know what barrels those were?
I have no idea. I just barrel, and the other one was the
Bonded.
Bond.
yeah, the bonded. Yeah. So I kind of went down the rabbit hole and was talking about it. Then I made a couple videos about new brands to check out, and then finally we got to go as a group and pick some pretty fantastic barrels. So if you guys are interested in grabbing some single barrels of these, you're not going to have to wait long. Mass and Journey will be coming out with a few. Well, two in the beginning. We have a double oak project, which I'm really excited about. I don't know how that's going. But go ahead.
I'll go ahead and tell you, Jason.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out our barrel order. What we're trying to make. We don't want to order just a pallet of barrels. We want to order a whole truckload, which is 284. Now, what we're trying to make. Yeah, exactly. So the decision we're trying to make currently is
284.
how many
Of
toasted
what?
barrels, how many toasted barrels do we want? How many chars 3s do we want? How many char 4s do we want? We're getting ready to release some of our own double oaks. So kind of waiting for the market to tell us what they want. So but we're trying to make it make sense for us. But Jason is going to have the first column Tennessee bourbon double oaked. and it's going to be phenomenal. So I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like we said, we'll leave it to to Devin, Matt, you guys, based on what you're experiencing in the Rick House, and just doing your own releases for the double oaked. What's working best? What's tasting best? If it's a char 3, if it's a heavy toast, if it's a light char, heavy char, you guys make that decision. We fully trust you, but
Jason, that might be giving Matt too much leeway. I mean, he's seems like he's a loose cannon with his double oaking. He's talking about shipping containers and all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah, as long as you don't
double oak it all, and
as long as you guys don't send it to freaking space and charge us $9 million for a bottle, that's fine.
No,
we'll just put it on one of these ferries that goes down to Cumberland.
I have the three samples here that we picked, and we did two pot stills, one column, and the two pot stills we picked are freaking they're just so good and texturally just really intense and just delicious and thick and rich and all the flavors you would want. It's like your own spin on
that. I mean,
how
often do you think you're going to be picking pot still?
Yeah, it's your own.
I mean, because
I like that it's like kind of their own spin on Tennessee whiskey, because it's not like a Jack Daniel's style. It's their own style. It's not as pronounced, yet they still let the distillate and the pot still sing, in their whiskey.
And it's a weeded Tennessee whiskey, not your raw Nashville. There's only one other distillery in Tennessee that has a weeded Tennessee whiskey, and that's Greenbrier, I think. So,
and then the column still, which I think anybody that tastes it, even though it's on the younger side, is so impressed with the quality of it. And that's the reason why we wanted to double oak it, because I remember, I don't know if Katie's still in the chat, but I just remember standing next to Katie Turk when we were in the Rick House, and like, how does this have such a pronounced chocolate raspberry note already? We were so blown away by that. It just didn't have the oak and the age to kind of complement it, which is why we decided to double oak it, just to see if we can bring more of those great deep rich flavors out. So we're really excited to bring these to the group. We also have a kind of a super secret assistant to the master distiller type of barrel that we could release as well, but we can't say anything about that.
Jason, it's kind of like what we talked about probably a third of the way through the stream. Is like, with either a single pot of the pot still, this stuff is, the age statement is there early, and the price point stays very low. And that's what makes this stuff just like exceptionally well for the group.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Matt, look at the list of samples and tell us where we should go next.
I'm sorry, real quick, Matt, explain to me the difference between the two bourbons we picked. I forgot. We have a Tennessee whiskey and then the Tennessee bourbon pots.
Yep.
So is the bourbon the rye mash bill?
right. So Tennessee bourbon is going to be the 73-19 rye,
That's what I
8 barley. Bourbon, Tennessee whiskey is going to be the 19 wheat.
That's the wheater. Got it. Okay.
Absolutely. Surprised a lot of people with that wheat as well. I mean, most people can't decide if it's a rye or we've talked about it tonight already. A lot of people can't decide if it's that rye or the wheat, but I think it's just the pot still itself that gives off that baking spice kind of on the wheat. So,
I'm sorry if this question's been asked tonight. What's the highest age you guys have on the Tennessee bourbon, the wheaters?
So
do you know? Or does Matt know?
I got you here.
Okay.
The highest age release we've ever released is barrel 95, the 6-year 9-month.
Okay.
The second barrel is going to be barrel 73 of the Queen Share at 6-year 8 months. So when your single barrel drops, Jason, it's going to be the oldest thing we've ever released, and I think we dumped it at 7-year 2 months.
Bragger.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, and I'll shut up after. I know I don't want to like hijack the stream here, but you guys have such an opportunity to bring cast strength, higher age wheaters to the market. It's a point in the market where I still think there's a missing gap. And if you could bring it at that quality as they get older, you guys have a real opportunity to do something special.
That's amazing. Honestly, what we have the most of in our barrel house is the Tennessee whiskey weeded mash bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
There's
agree
a
with
lot.
you. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's
All
a
right,
lot.
pick another sample for us.
Out of the 8,500 barrels, I would say 60% of those are Tennessee whiskey. So, all right, let me look at your sample list here. Let's see. So, I'm going to go with. I want you to hit those Tennessee whiskeys, the 146, 147s. Have you had those yet?
We did the 146.
All right. I want to see what you think of the 147. Some of that early pot stuff. 147. Is that Jason's barrel?
146.
I think you should try 146.
146 was our barrel.
No, we already had
Try
that.
that.
They tried
We've
that.
already gone through that one.
Tried that one.
And you know.
It wasn't a big hit.
You know, I don't know, Marty. I think didn't we kind of get a cardboard note off of that 146?
Yeah, that and paper bag. It was,
All right, Jason, time to dip. See y'all.
it's like a wet paper bag with cat litter.
Oh
Very
no!
weird.
Oh, that's good because I know Marty likes to eat that shit all day long.
Yeah, yeah.
My man.
Maybe even had a hint of avocado with it. So
Yeah,
Give
so-
that dill pickle.
Hey,
that-
Jason,
that
Jason,
Carlos-
keep that shit up, motherfucker.
Fantastic.
Keep it up.
Oh,
Keep it
dude,
up.
it looks really nice on camera.
It's sexy. I need to order one.
Adds 10 pounds.
I've
Yeah.
actually got a picture of Jason tasting that sample that you were just talking about.
Yeah, 146.
yeah, right there. That's right.
Hold on, Adam. Hold on, Adam. Oh my God.
That is the best. It's the best photo ever.
Tater sticker, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
No.
All right.
We're pretty excited about that little stack we have set aside is everything under barrel 200 that we have left.
Yeah.
And there's only maybe 50 barrels, but that's slotted for our first 10-year stuff. So we're pretty excited. Devin keeps climbing to the top and bringing me samples, and he needs to stop it because I want to release that stuff today. It's
And what's crazy is what y'all are experimenting with too. Like you brought up the sherry, and there's other spirit that are within there. And it's just nuts as far as what y'all are
What did I
looking at.
find up there last time? 87.
something like that.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
87.
That was the Reggie Wayne barrel.
Yeah.
Wrong, Gronk. Go for Devin.
No, it was not Gronk.
Yeah.
Gronk is a lesser player.
So the sherry's full. If you do so, a lot of
My connection.
I'm trying to decide what we can say and not say. So a lot of people when they do a finish, they will add because it's a whiskey already, right? It's going to classify as a whiskey. They may add a little bit of something to the barrel to enhance that wine flavor that you get.
Correct.
When we did the sherry barrels, we did not do that. It's literally been sitting in those sherry barrels for 2+ years. 2 years was the last time I checked into it as far as how long it's been in those barrels. But it's got to be 2+ years at this point, maybe 2.5.
Wow.
So when people do a finished product, the longer it sets in said barrel, the better those flavors are going to be out of it versus kind of an artificial wine flavor that you introduce to the barrel. So I'm pretty excited about those when we actually get to release them because it's going to be, again, those things have been sitting there as long as I can remember. It's a 4-year-old whiskey that we put into those barrels, and they've been sitting there in an additional 2.5+ years, maybe. So pretty excited.
Hey, Matt, barrel 95 butter popcorn.
Butter popcorn. I know Jason has that barrel too, or bottle too.
I would
Barrel 95.
Barrel 95.
You had the whole bottle when you left.
Oh yes, I do have that bottle. Yep.
Butter popcorn with a little rye spice,
I'm gonna have to go back to it, I think.
which makes sense. 19%.
Man, I moved on to that 147.
Yeah.
I forgot how good freaking 146 is. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Trying
I'll-
that the other day. It's awesome.
And to
I'll
know
be
that they're right next to each other, you've got the essence of both, but they drink so differently and not in a bad way.
Yeah.
My God,
They're just two different animals.
fuck.
Yeah.
Marty's going through it. We have to end the stream.
I need a
Can't believe.
No.
So-
It's fun, man. I'll stand by it. I'll stand by it until I'm dead. But our Tennessee whiskey, the older it gets, the better it's going to be in your glass.
Yeah, especially a weeder, man. Weeders just get better and better with age.
Yeah.
But
That's
for
why,
even
that's why I'm saying you guys have a real
I remember
opportunity.
Yeah.
for a
No.
weeder that's 7 years old, this
Trying
is
that weeder
so
really
different.
not that good.
I disagree.
Remember
So-
trying it.
I disagree. I met Matt at the distillery one day because back in 2019, I wanted to open my own distillery until I learned how much everything costs. And I was like, well, I'm not there. So let me move on with my life. But Matt had gotten married not too long before that. And he had 2-year-old Tennessee whiskey in a 200 milliliter bottle with their wedding date and all that stuff on there. And I tried that. And I was so blown away at 2 years. And again, I was picky, right? I've followed Old Glory since the beginning. When their stuff was young, it was young. Now we're starting to get into that ultra age stuff, and it's fantastic. But that 2-year-old Tennessee whiskey blew my mind. And I took it back to my bourbon group, and we drank that bottle that night. And I didn't tell them where it was from. And when I revealed it at the end of the night, they were mind blown, just like me.
Mhm.
And since that time, of course, we've all kind of followed along with what they have going on. But that barrel 74, when I started working there, when it dropped, man, what an eye opener for just discovering some local whiskey in your neighborhood. You know, it's like, wait a second, nobody knows about you guys. I can get all the single barrels in the next 2 years. Okay, I'm here. Yeah. So eventually,
I get to do that every day.
yeah.
But with
Eventually-
Matt,
Every day I go to a
Matt,
store.
how did he land?
had that
How did he
before?
land on that mash bill?
That's a good question. Matt's actually a big. He doesn't tell a whole lot of people this, but Matt's actually a huge Dickel fan.
Mm.
Huge Dickel fan. Yeah. I like that ultra age Dickel myself, but if you talk to Matt, he'll tell you his favorite distillery is George Dickel. So I'm not 100% sure what their mash bill is, but
8488.
yeah. So I'm not sure how he landed on that 73-19-8, but he did. And the only other people that share that mash bill with us is Hard Truth Distilling in Indiana.
Sweet.
Interesting.
That's
So-
good company.
So their sweet
Oh.
mash bourbon, if you find it, is 73-19-8. It's 2 years older than us, so it kind of gives you an idea of kind of where we're heading, maybe in the future. We're
They
going to
don't
be
get the heat.
That's interesting because it doesn't taste like yours.
No, they do not get the heat cycling that we get in Clarksville.
No, you guys have much more depth of flavor in yours, for sure.
I agree with that. I also find a lot of nuttiness in ours compared to theirs.
Mm-hmm.
But it gives you an idea what our small batch blend could be maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Their small batch at 90 proofs like 6 years old. Ours is not.
Yeah.
Ours is 2 to 3 years. So
I like that. A better hard truth.
Yeah, it's a lot.
which is saying a lot because Hard Truth is really, really
Hard
freaking.
truth's awesome.
They are.
Yeah.
A lot of hard truth.
Yeah, as I've learned, it's harder to do a really good quality small batch versus just grabbing a single barrel.
It really is. It really is. Jason, you probably done this as well when you were making your blends for you. But when I did the Christmas blend for Old Glory, all I had to do was blend 2 barrels together.
Yeah.
And these guys have to blend 10 plus barrels together. That is much freaking harder than you would ever imagine in your whole life. One barrel could send that to like no land really quick. So hats off to all the blenders out there, because that's probably one of the hardest things to do in bourbon. You can pick all the single barrels all day, but blending is ridiculous.
This is probably the 9th bottle.
Well, you did a hell of a good job with it. It's fucking awesome.
I mean, Tennessee whiskey and a Tennessee bourbon mixed together, and that's what you got. Right? Wasn't that blended both mash bills? No, it was not. Hell, I can't remember. It's been so long ago now.
No.
It doesn't say.
It was 2 bourbons.
2 bourbons. Yeah.
It was 2 of the same mash bill.
Whatever it is, it's delicious.
They dropped it
and it's at 100 proof too.
Yeah.
They dropped it on me on a Monday, and I had it done by the end of the week. And it was the hardest week of my life, I think.
You did a great job.
Yeah.
I picked a barrel super like brown sugar heavy because of Christmas. And I picked a barrel that was super rye forward as far as our stuff, and it got blended.
It's cinnamon spice. It's chocolatey.
This
little cardamom
95 is a chocolate bomb for me.
95 is fantastic.
Yeah.
Not to sound like a hipster here, but I was on Old Glory before they existed.
Yeah, you technically were.
I did the preliminary boundary survey on the property. I laid out the building corners. Drainage rooms. No big whoop.
Go ahead.
Drop me to the bottom.
You all sound like robots.
Here, hold on, Adam.
Huh?
There you go.
No, I don't do that.
I mean, and he surveyed while he was, wearing his glasses with no lenses in it, and playing the guitar, while also taking his notes on his vintage typewriter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like all hipsters do.
The truest art form is the written word.
Yeah. While still listening to a classic Walkman, because it was the
While
end thing at that point.
Yes.
Bespoken. Yes, that's it.
It's very bespoken.
That was like 2014, 2015, somewhere in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
This thing, Barrel 95 tastes probably on the palate a little hotter than 129.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where that rye spice paired with the pot still cleans and pops.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Again, I want to throw some in a container and let it set and see what happens. I don't know if it's going to make it bad. I don't know if it's going to give it too much ethanol, but it may make it a fantastic higher proof Old Glory. But it scares me. I want to do it with our column distillate, not our pot distillate, because the pot's a little hot. I mean, pot distillate comes off a little hotter, so. But should be fun if. I definitely want to bake some double oaks and see what happens.
Nice.
I still want to do that.
I tell you, the single pot, man, there's no funk on it.
Marty.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Dev, go ahead.
I think his internet's acting up.
He's frozen. Oh.
No, he's not.
No, he's blinking. He just may not be able to hear us. Devin, go ahead.
Hey, Dev.
Okay.
Go ahead, Marty.
I'm good. I'm just saying, I don't the single pot still stuff that I've had 4 or 5 of tonight, there's no funk on it. There's no scotchy note. There's no anything like that. It's just
none of that metallic shortbread.
No, it doesn't cut you short. Is that right, Travis? It's like, single pots can cut you short on the profile.
Yeah.
After a while, but this does not cut you short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of cutting short, I probably need to head to bed.
We got 2 more hours. What the hell?
Well, y'all have fun with those 2 hours. I'm gonna
You
be
gotta.
dreaming.
We need to give away some bottles. Katie and Ethan are now getting the weather. So
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
so
Y'all have a
Katie,
good night.
Adam,
thank you.
See you good looking.
Good night, Adam. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Go by Old Glory.
No shit.
We'll see you.
See you, Adam.
See you, buddy.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Can you hear me, Marty?
Yeah,
We can hear you now.
Yeah,
Now
you can
can.
now.
Need you to
Okay.
upgrade. I need you to upgrade to
No,
that.
I was going to ask. When are you... I'm on tinfoil and stick Wi-Fi, I guess.
all good.
No, I want to know when y'all were coming. When do you come visit?
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, Marty, let's do
Let me
something
know.
fun. Let's go hang out in the barrel house.
Come visit. If you thought the bourbon was great, you'll love the food.
I don't know.
Oh, the food. The food.
If you thought
Yeah.
the bourbon was great, that food is
Yeah,
it's only getting better too.
I think everybody here needs to come hang out again at some point.
I think that's the thing, man. What y'all got going on there with the overall experience. It's not just tasting bourbon and heading home, buying a bottle and hitting the road. It's hanging out for a few hours. That's the whole thing, man. Because, Jason's talked about it a bunch when he visits distilleries and they do picks. But yeah, man, it's about the experience, being able to hang out and, meet the crew, going in the back, whatever, that kind of thing is just unique. And especially for a bunch of bourbon nerds like us, that's kind of where it's at. So yeah, we'll figure it out for sure, man.
A possible, well, it wouldn't be Bartstown Blitz, but it would be a
I was
blitz.
getting ready to say, Jay, 2027.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's do it. I already have. I have everything lined out as far as everything you need to do. So I think that'd be fun.
3 days of fun, absolute fun.
Hey, Dev, I was going to ask you about 30 minutes ago. It might be time to check the tree, make sure it's still upright. Just curious.
It was storming hard about 30 minutes ago, but it's slowed down. I'm not getting much lightning anymore or anything like that. Tree's
Jason,
still up.
I know you've been getting hit too, man. Has your weather been all right?
We're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow we haven't gotten the craziness that just whipped through like Missouri and some of the other things a little bit further south. We had some pretty bad weather a few weeks ago where we were getting hailstorms and high winds, lots of damage, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, my wife's from Mexico, so she's not used to tornadoes, all that stuff. I'm used to it. Like this is my spring every year.
Hell, Oklahoma, damn right.
Right. So for her, she's like, "How are you so calm and on the porch?" I'm like, "Well, I grew up in this. I know what to listen for. I know what to watch for. Everything. So if I'm worried, you need to be worried. If I'm not worried, go to bed." So that's it.
Yep.
But no, this past 2 weeks have been wild.
Yeah.
My family still lives in Oklahoma, Joplin, Missouri area, and they've had some storms go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scared everything out of me. So
Joplin, was that 2011?
Yeah, absolutely. When the F5 went through,
Yep.
it was crazy. I spent a week up there helping them trying to clear debris and everything. That was at that point in my life. I lived about 40 minutes away from there, and that happened on prom night too. So it was just a bad deal all the way across.
Venmo, PayPal, or
because
Super Chat.
that happened that night. The next night was when everything hit this way.
Link trees at the top, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Guys, I'm gonna jump off. Just want to jump on and say hi to you guys.
Buddy.
Yeah, we'll see you
Night,
soon.
Jason, have a good night, man. Thank you.
Drink more Old Glory. Later, guys.
No shit.
See you, Jason.
Hey, Matt, we got 5 samples left.
Oh
Oh boy.
Nashville 1. We got
Two of them
344.
are crystal clear.
Yeah.
That's the bottle.
No.
That's the actual sample bottle.
It's
No,
funny.
you got.
It's funny
you got
when you guys
crystal clear
sent me
White
that.
Dog.
I said, Matt, how many samples did you send me? How many samples is that? 17?
Yeah, and I was like, well, somebody wanted one of the 10 packs. So what I had,
Yeah.
So what I had, because there were some
Yeah.
special barrels that I may have one left of, but I'm not going to open it. So some of those are special, like 74. I bought maybe 6 cases of that 74. I have one bottle left, and it's signed by everybody at the distillery. So
That's a bunker show off bottle.
That's a bunker show off bottle for sure.
Yep.
95 I have a couple of, but like as far as the list that's here, I don't have a whole lot of those, and I don't remember them offhand.
Damn right, Vic.
All right, Marty, pick one. Where do you want to go next?
God, I'm about. All right, let me get in the old Marty Sucks bag here. From the.
You should just pull one out. You should pull one out and just try it, Marty. Don't even look at it. Reach in the bag, pull one out, and try it.
Well, he's got to tell me so I know.
The White Dog 120 proof, 73 19.8.
You have White Dog
or
yeah.
Marty, don't do White Dog. Let's
73 19.8 Nashville 1.
Which
one?
one?
What's crazy? You know what's crazy? I've never had our White Dog for either mash bill.
Really?
Yes, you have.
Oh, I have not. I've had the malted whiskey. I've never tried our mash bills.
Barrel number 380, Toby.
Well, I'll see you in the morning at 9 a.m.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh no, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's what time I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
Come
on, Devin.
Yeah. I don't drink that early in the morning. I can't. What bottle's that?
380.
380.
380.
Oh, you're making me really want to open up some bottles, man.
Well, if they're unopened, don't. It's not worth it.
And this one was done by Caleb.
Here's my goal, Marty.
Scotchy.
So eventually,
it's not overall scotchy, no.
No, it is. It's a little scotchy.
Not overall though. Yeah. Not like the one Adam had. It's not that profile.
So the one I recently just poured is something that Devin has in his office, and I need another bottle of ASAP. This is barrel 25 gallon, barrel number 33, 130 proof Tennessee whiskey. Let me tell you, these guys don't like this bottle, but I will buy every single bottle that's in that office. I don't give a crap.
What do they not like about it, Matt?
I have no idea. You know, that's just where I was when I joined the distillery. It's like, why?
So what I'm also hearing is somebody's holding out from letting us try some stuff.
It was let's just say it was dumped too soon. That's what I don't like about it.
Okay.
What?
Look at that color too.
It should have sat there a little longer.
In a 25?
No,
it was a 25-gallon barrel.
This is amazing.
It was a 25-gallon barrel.
You have no idea, Devin, how good this is. I'm telling you. I'm gonna bring it tomorrow if you want to try it. That barrel.
I love setting up tastings amongst the distillery. This is just
yeah.
Well, again, he just has some up in the office on the shelf. That's like,
I know, Matt. I got.
There were 6 bottles up there, and I was like, "What are you going to do with that?" Because I don't have one of those in my plethora of old gory stuff. And they're like, "I don't know. It's terrible. So take it home with you." Shit, I treasure this bottle more than anything ever. So get out of here. It's ridiculous. It's
Cheers, Miracle.
Tennessee whiskey.
It's a 5. So Marty, you're getting in this 380. That's another weeder,
Yeah.
but it's completely different on the nose. You're getting dark.
Little bready, yeasty,
Yeah,
a little bit.
There's some darkness to it though.
there is.
Chocolate. There's a chocolate.
I was not a huge fan of our Tennessee whiskey when I started. Now, at that point, I did not have anything over, besides the 2-year one-off that I had. I did not have anything over 4 years old that I was just like,
Holy shit.
it's okay.
Holy shit, Travis.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on a minute.
Now,
I need another.
yeah, now that Tennessee whiskey, when it's got some legs underneath it, wow.
I remember
That is
you
stronger-
complaining
that is
about
stronger
Nashville.
than New Rope, buddy.
The bottled and bonds was phenomenal, but single barrel just needed another year maybe, and we gave it another year, and it's incredible. The Tennessee whiskey's coming into its own. It's going to be a monster in the next couple of years, and
This one,
as we have a lot of
this one has a slight finished aspect to it. Not
Which barrel
heavy,
was
but
it?
it has a slightly finished aspect to it. It's not,
I think I have
but
that.
that's just different.
What
think,
barrel
Like
was
you
that?
mentioned, 380.
Marty, tell me this doesn't have a dusty.
It does.
Yeah.
It's got a chocolate leather, back end on it.
Yep.
But granted, at this point, don't take any notes on my palate because I'm literally
you tasted more than these, Marty. Come on
Hold on.
now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 1-ounce sample bottles that are empty.
That's just another Tuesday night. What are you talking about?
Damn right, brother.
Hey,
Hey, when I step on a tee, I don't step up there to lay up. I step on there to make birdie.
I got some work for you right here if you want some, Marty.
I got you.
Oh, boy.
Hell yeah. Look here.
Yeah.
Bring it.
My girl, my cousin is here. Nancy.
What's up, Nancy?
Nancy.
I got 3 full boxes underneath me of barrel samples. So
Wow.
All right. I'll send you my address.
Yeah.
now, the cool
Yeah.
thing about that is I have one of our 10-gallon barrels out back on my back porch. So if I try something I don't care for, I dump it in that barrel, and it gets
Oh, dude, yeah. That's
the extra age on the back porch. So
we'll just call that redneck finishing.
yeah, eventually it'll end up back at the distillery for the barrel house share for all the guys here.
The
That's right,
Bourbon
Dave.
Legends weeded. That's right. That's gonna
Mhm.
it's gonna drop next
It
week
is, Dave.
down there in Memphis.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the bourbon, Barrel Legends picked half a barrel. The other half of that barrel is going to be down in Memphis, and it's a 6-year Tennessee whiskey, and it's phenomenal.
You can find it at Buster's.
Yep, highly recommend you pick that up if you're down there. If you don't, you should have.
Yeah.
If you don't, come up to Clarksville.
Yeah.
You had a hell of a miss.
Yep.
What's cool about this one, it has an effervescence after it's let go. As you breathe in and out, it has a cooling effect. This barrel does, which is very unique.
What barrel number is this, Travis?
380.
Matt's bringing out his new baby.
Where'd I put it?
You know I am. Because nobody knows about it. That's why.
Because we can only
19%.
get it at guild events or whiskey trail events.
Yeah. Nobody knows about what I have right here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know that. Because I saw it being bottled, so I know where it was bottled at.
Yep. 2026 is going to be bottled at Old Glory, I think.
I would figure they were trying to pass that around.
Yeah. So something that is
Damn right, Kev.
something that is Tennessee only, and there's maybe only 100 bottles out there left of it.
Yeah.
But it's called the Tennessee Collective. what it is 12 distilleries in Tennessee donated a barrel. We blended those barrels together. This is what we got. Right?
Name off those distilleries on the back there.
Oh man.
There's
We got Sugarlands, Old Forge, goodness. Old Forge, Tennessee Hills. We got Leapers, Old Glory, Jack Daniels, man, Company Distilling in Tennessee.
Yep.
Man, there's so many. There's
should
so
be
many.
Chattanooga, Old Dom, the Pritchards.
So pretty cool thing. You can only get it in Tennessee. We're currently July sometime. We're going to start working on batch 2 of this. But I was so happy to get this because it was a Tennessee only thing with so many. Oh, here we go on the back. So we got Old Smoky Distillery. This is all American whiskey. We got Old Smoky, Sugarlands, Company, Distilling Hills, Tennessee Legends, Big Machine, Jack Daniels. We got Leapers Fork, Lost State Distilling, Natural Barrel Company, Old Forge Distilling, and Old Glory Distilling. It's all went into this.
Pritchard one. Got it.
So
I'm gonna tell you what. Tennessee Hills might be a sleeper. I've got a lot of their stuff that is up front is MGP.
Yeah.
I was gonna say their own stuff's how old now, Marty?
Right at 5.
Okay.
Getting ready to drop the whole deal with them. So
Gotcha.
Who I'm trying to remember who's Tennessee Hills.
Tennessee Hills, yep.
that's
There you
Northeast Tennessee, Bristol Elizabethan. That's it right there. Yep.
Yeah.
So this one here is a single barrel from them. That's MGP. But here in the box,
That's their own.
this is their own distillate. So I haven't cracked either of them. I got them a couple weeks or a month ago or so at one of the events we did. So again, one of the cool things about the events we do is you get to get some of that Tennessee whiskey that you may have never heard of. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Tennessee Hills. Good people.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about it.
Absolutely. And they have one of the very few, again, we're not talking about straight whiskeys, but they got one of the very few flavors that is super unique because it's basically a oatmeal cream pie in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was super stoked to get this a couple weeks ago.
Was that
Whiskey and Wax.
Yeah, Whiskey and Wags down there in that mansion that we went to, did that pouring.
And then this one's I think it's a 10-year 10-year
MGP.
single barrel
Yeah.
from them as well. So pretty cool. 113 proof. So now Tennessee has a lot of exciting distilleries coming. I mean,
Dude, I'm telling you, some of the stuff in Tennessee is right now just spot on.
Yeah.
Leapers Fork is doing great stuff.
Yeah.
Tennessee Hills is.
Oh,
What I love
Green. Millam and Green.
What's great is it's all 4 corners, man. You've got Old Glory, Middle Tennessee. You've got Old Dominic.
Old Dom down there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've got everything.
And what's also awesome is none of them kind of overstep toward the other. They're all unique in their own different way. It's not like you have one and it's like a carbon copy of one, or they're all different, which again, you can't necessarily say that about other states or other distilleries. So
I remember at our event this past weekend, somebody came up and we were pouring out, samples, and somebody said, "Are you guys all in competition, like trying to beat each other tonight?" And the Leapers Fork lady was there, and I was talking to her, and we were like, "No, we all do it different. We're all in agreement. We're just trying to beat Kentucky."
Yeah.
That's it.
And Devin's, that's 100% correct.
Okay, Jay. Okay.
every time. So if we had an issue with anything, we could call anyone on the Tennessee Whiskey Trail. They would come and help us immediately.
Yep.
So the friendship, yes, we're in competition per se, but yes, we also help each other. We're also friends. Every time we do one of these events, we hang out the entire day before. We hang out the entire night after the event.
Yep.
Roar and Pour is one of those events. I mean, after we're done, we go sit at a bar downtown Memphis for 2 or 3 hours, just drinking some beers, having some burgers,
Popping bottles.
That's it. So even in Kentucky, everywhere you go, every distillery, they're in competition, but they are, with it as well. Holy crap.
I don't know if y'all, Devin and Matt, I don't know if you've been on stream with my cousin before.
Hey, Matt.
Listen, I'm a huge fan. I've never met you, Miss Shirley, but what an honor it is. Thank you so much for being on.
It's great to meet you too, and I hope you know my cousin Marty. Obviously, don't admit to. I'm such right.
I wouldn't either.
Don't admit that we're cousins.
Oh no!
What? That's the first time in 2 years she's been on my shit that she has ever said that.
That's awesome.
No, it's not awesome. It's a bunch of horse shit.
Marty, no. It's only because you've been 14 1-ounce samples in. She didn't really say that.
She didn't.
That's a fight we can fight later.
Fight it out now. Do it right here in front of us.
Nah, we're good. Listen.
Good to meet you, though, Carton. By the way, I'm drinking. It's kind of an honor of Tennessee. As a Tennessean, like a 9th or 10th generation Tennessean. I'm having some 1985 Jack Daniels.
Wow.
That's in my sample pack, right? Just curious.
Yes, sir. You know what? That I can put that in a sample pack.
I'm kidding.
It looks just like the bottle we used to buy in high
It's
school.
been sitting on my. I've been
What's
threatening.
being given away tonight?
Anyway, that's.
Here's what's funny. Here's what's funny is like I had Nancy a box since like December 26th. I needed to send her, and she had me a box. Well, about the same time, and but there's a whole different animal here. She's out of the country. She's all over still Austin. She's going, all over the country. So she has an excuse. I didn't. And it took me 4 months to get that box to her.
Marty, your box has been sitting on my table for 5 or 6 months already.
All I give a shit, Nancy, is like, you need a bigger box. I'm just saying at this point, let's not mess around.
Nancy,
we can do that.
Have you ever had any Old Glory distilling?
I haven't, and I'd love to. I've been hearing a lot about y'all.
So I'll get with Marty and maybe we can figure out an address and I'll get you some stuff sent because I would really love you to evaluate Old Glory Distilling because it's such an honor for me to be here with you on live. You have no idea. So that is amazing.
I would love that, man, and that's really cool. Hagenmack says, but please mix that with Coke. I would if I could, bro. I'm out of Mexican Coke right now, but I promise one of these days I will definitely do a Jack and Coke. But hey, man, in all seriousness, I would love that. Yeah. I would absolutely love that.
Absolutely. And if you're ever free and in Tennessee, you're more than welcome to stop by the distillery. We'll show you around, let you try some stuff, all that kind of, so.
I don't get back home as often as I should, but yeah, one of these days I've been wanting to kind of buy a toehold in Tennessee again. And so
Where's home for you?
I live in Berkeley, California, but I was born in Kingsport, Tennessee, in the
Hell yeah.
area.
Kingsport?
Yep, Kingsport, Tennessee, and went to school in Knoxville. And I mean, I guess Marty too. Our ancestors have been in that area since like 1779.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been there for a minute. So
Me and Nancy's done the math, and here's, if you want to talk creepy,
it is creepy.
we're literally related on both sides of the tree.
Sounds like a Southern thing.
Well, it's all how you look at it, you know.
It's an Appalachian thing, you know.
Yeah, you know, first cousins married, everybody was healthy, and it kind of went on from there. So, sorry, Nancy, I didn't mean for you to turn red and throw up, but that's literally the truth.
Good Lord.
You know,
It's sad, or well, maybe
Thank you,
glad
Katie.
in our case.
Thank you, Katie.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, Katie.
So awesome.
Katie.
Katie's got the wheel, and when it came up, Katie, I got a 404 error. So I just figured if you can just do it, that'd be great.
Marty the wheel.
Well,
Marty's had a few. You have to.
not really. I'm good, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
when we hang up, I'm gonna shoot like 15 reviews. I'm just saying. You know,
It's gonna be a
I've
long
got like 3 Still Austins, Weller single barrels, and Hooten Young. I mean, I'm just gonna whip it out, man. I'm kidding. I'm not.
Listen, I tried doing YouTube.
Sorry about that. That was me.
My schedule is so busy that trying to shoot videos in the afternoon is impossible.
You aren't busy.
Oh,
You work 3 days a week.
Kevin's like, dude, it's your job.
Devin doesn't realize I live bourbon. Bourbon is what I do when I wake up, when I'm at work, when I'm at home, what I'm doing right now.
I mean, come on, his coffee table is like supported by bourbon.
That's the pizza.
Yeah, get it. It's not my package.
So
That's her pizza.
it's insane. People I've met in bourbon.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt, Devin. Here's your chance. Here's your chance to ask questions.
yes.
I know.
Do it.
I'm Devin.
Get your thoughts together. Come on now.
You know, I have all of it. Listen, I know I know Nancy and who she is, and listen,
Yeah.
hey, Nancy, if you can hear us, come to the distillery and blend. I'm going to tell you it again in a minute.
I would have just no pop
Why don't you
pie.
ask me how to blend 2 barrels?
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, yeah. Hold on
No.
just a second. Let me put that away.
Shit, I'm gonna have to go take a minute.
Ask her, say, how do you blend 2 barrels together and make it taste good?
Well, I'll tell you, and Nancy, you might be listening this whole time, but blending barrels together might be the hardest thing to do in bourbon. Like, I'll tell you what, you can screw it up or you can get it right, but there's a lot of screwing up before you get it right. And if there's one person that has figured that out, it's Nancy. And holy crap, I only blended 2 barrels together, and that was harder than I thought it was going to be.
I'll tell you what, Matt. Hey,
Difficult.
Matt, I'll tell you, Travis explained it the best. It's like when you think you really need to go to the bathroom and you sit down, and it's just really like a chainsaw fart, and you get up and you think you're done. That's kind of like blending barrels.
Yeah.
That's what Travis said. So,
Yep.
I think the more you blend together, it might get easier. But if you're just
That's what
doing
I
a
do.
couple, 1 and 2, 3 barrels here and there,
Fuck.
it's so freaking hard because one barrel will just ruin.
Yeah.
One barrel can just ruin everything.
The smaller the blend, the more difficult it is. I mean, it's like a jazz trio or you know, like
3, 4, 4.
like a rock trio like Cream or something, or you know, it's you know, every barrel every component counts. And when we get up to, say 40 barrel, 50, 60, 100 plus, it's so much easier to blend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you can blend out a lot of problems that way, but blending, 2 to 3 to, I'd say from 2 to 10 barrels is really difficult. No, people have no idea. If you haven't done it before, and I know if you, it sounds like you'd agree with me on this, Matt, but it is really difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, and
there's not enough credit to blenders out there. It's easy to say that, yeah, we blended 10 barrels together and that's what our small batch is. But I mean, Caleb, our master blender, he's only 26. And
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Yeah, he
Got
puts
a
some.
lot of young folks at the distillery.
Yeah. And he puts them together. He puts together some amazing blends. And
Yeah.
he's also the kindest soul in the world. So you feel like when you give him bad feedback that that he's gonna take it to heart. But no, he just powers through and does it. Like it's impressive. I was so stressed out. Nancy, I've only done one blend in my life, and it was 2 barrels, and I was the most stressed out I've ever been. I think that's where all the gray came from.
What am I stressed from? Holy cow!
Yeah,
selling your blends.
I know what your gray's from.
Hey, Dev, you make sure they sell.
Yeah, 100%. It's like I gotta sell that shit he just blended. So.
Yeah, Devin, your job is to cover the other 2 clowns that put it together.
Yeah. Well, you see, this is why this is this way, and
the way my savings is set up, all my money is in my savings, not my checking account. No,
there you go.
But Nancy will jump in when I finish this comment. But Nancy has spent probably the last 15 years plus blending whiskey that is finished. And she's now taking this to the level, especially with Still Austin and the Tanager, to where she's going through single barrels of a single mash bill or a couple mash bills and getting something that is non-finished, that is a killer blend. That is a level of expertise, and she's my cousin, and she's on here, and I'm literally kissing ass right now, but I'm just saying that is a level of expertise that everybody here on stream cannot imagine. And when you have that,
with the Tanager, she's brought the Petit O process.
Yeah,
into it,
you're trying to pick a distinct profile, and you can ask Nancy right now. I will be outside on the back porch with 3 or 4 bottles and a single cigar. I will send her a picture, and she'll immediately says, "I think this bottle probably will go best with that," or "Try this with that," and that is where that palette and profile from her experience just kind of takes over. And that is very, very rare. And thank God I'm related to her, because she probably wouldn't fucking answer me. But
I have to say the majority.
But you know what I'm talking about, Nancy? I mean, like, it's all the time. It's like, what do you think? Like the cigars I sent you.
Yeah.
I wanted you to see what you wanted to put with those Churchills to see what worked. So I know down the road what I want to do down the road.
The majority of what I've blended has not been finished. It's just that the finished whiskeys have kind of been the thing that's gotten the attention. But I'd have to say the majority are not finished.
Okay.
And if anything, and I'm gonna eat shit for this tomorrow, probably. Get reamed. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm a few in at this point tonight. Finishing barrel finishing to me is kind of passe these days. It's just, I mean, and I still do it. It's not that I don't, it's, or, you know, I'm not saying it's bad or, you know, anything like that, but it's, I kind of feel like finishing has been kind of done to death in a sense.
I agree.
100%.
Yeah. You know, it's, and I'm just kind of, I've just kind of been wanting to get back to like life before cask finishes. You know, just concentrate on the bourbon itself. And
I agree with you. Finishings have gotten bizarre.
it's gone, yeah, out of control. I mean, it was a cool thing at first, but
Yeah, I also think it's a way that people are being able, they're able to sell their whiskey that way as well, right?
I get that. Yeah.
So, but I 100% agree that it's overdone. You got to get back to the basics, right? Do the basic things, and I think that'll really help your brand in doing those basic things.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, where you brought up what you're doing with your finish that you're doing, it wasn't a wet barrel, it was dry. You let it go longer, you're actually pulling it out of the wood and not other ways.
absolutely.
That makes it more balanced. It makes it a very unique pour that stands out.
I 100%.
On top of what Travis says, and I think I speak for Toby, and of course, Matt, you and Dev got to get some of these samples to Nancy to try. But I think overall, hands down, under 7 year, your stuff is probably the best on the market.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a big statement. There's a lot of great distilleries out there.
No, but you know what? We've had rye, we've had wheat, we've
Yeah.
had bourbons.
You've had 15 samples?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I
11,
love
12.
sending that many samples out. 'cause
No,
that-
I'm just being honest.
Just 14, Devin. Knock that. Don't exaggerate.
So let me help Marty out. Well, to make you feel better, we'll say for a craft distillery. How about that?
There we go.
Yeah. I
There
mean,
we go.
Nancy has done. I'm a huge fan, so it's hard for me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So,
Good
just-
God, Hack. Get on with it.
This party's
Sorry. I'm fanboying over here. I can't help it. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
And for those that don't know, I mean, this was a 12-year single barrel midsummer last year that somebody else may have had a hand in.
Mm-hmm.
might have, yeah.
Might have.
I've had a lot of your stuff, and I've been a fan of it.
Yeah.
Everything you do, I've been a fan of. So, hats off to you and what you've accomplished, because it's amazing, and keep it up, man. You know,
Well,
that's it.
You know, you mentioned something that I kind of want to get back to when you're talking about finishing in like a drier barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I so respect that. I absolutely get that. And that to me is kind of that anymore. That's what I tend to look for. And I mean, I don't want to like, so dry that it's got, nothing there, or, it's, got,
Dev.
bacteria or whatever, but,
Yeah.
I know.
but,
I'm giving Devin a hard time here.
what I'm trying to say is that, Matt, that I think it's all about, and this is what I like about finishes is doing it just like it's a nuance and not to completely take over. But because if you can't taste the underlying bourbon or rye or, or wheat whiskey or what the heck it is underneath, that to me is the problem with, where finishes have kind of gone, forgive me, but awry.
Agreed.
No, I get it.
But that is said, I I think we're on the from what I'm hearing is that we're very much on the same page. And that just to let you know, I'm not like inherently against cask finishing anymore. It's not that. It's just when I see it done these days, it's just like to cover over bad distillate, or it's just not really done skillfully, because it ought to be there, like a cherry on top of a sundae or something. It's not the sundae itself, if that makes sense.
So we want to highlight the bourbon and the finish, not just sherry, right? We want to.
Yes.
So you want to, and that's my big thing. I've talked about it many times with Devin, Nick, our master distiller, all of them. Like with a finish itself, you want it to naturally take on those flavors. You don't want to force it to take on those flavors. I think if you do a wet barrel, you get such a funky flavor from that, and people do that all the time, and it's just not. It may be good whiskey, but it's at the end of the day, it could be better. And I think doing a dry barrel and just letting it have that time in that barrel and extracting all that essence out of the barrel is the proper way to finish anything. You want
100%.
Your goal was to highlight the bourbon, not what you're finishing in. So
100%. I'm absolutely a 1,000% behind that. I mean, that's and if you get it wet or too wet, at least, I think when this is
Sorry.
Please, come on now.
No.
and a Weller T-shirt at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that would.
You didn't have a Heaven Hill T-shirt in your inventory somewhere?
No, but if you do recall, Matt and Devin, I asked if you could purchase merch on the website, and you said, no, that's your fucking fault.
You did. You did. I 100% agree. Devin has the power to send you a T-shirt, though. Devin has the power to send you a T-shirt.
No
Can I speak to a whiskey? It's a Mandan.
OH.
Yeah, OH.
Yeah.
Wet barrels that are too wet equals sulfur influence. Yes, and you can find that, and also they're often they often have bacterial contamination. So you find things like acetic acid, which is vinegar, essentially. It's vinegar, or acetone development. All kinds of just well, forgive me, but nasty shit. It's just not pleasant, and so I'm all about. I like barrels that are just a little drier, and also if you source barrels, depending on who your source is, if you go through someone that say like Sherry Cask, and they're sourcing, or it goes across the Atlantic and over here and such. Oftentimes, some more unscrupulous brokers will put some bulk sherry in those casks that wasn't the original sherry in there. So say you buy some barrels that had 30-year-old sherry, and depending on who you go through, maybe to ship that sherry, they're going to put 2-year-old in there just to keep the barrels wet. Well, first of all, that's illegal, and second of all, that completely changes the character of what you originally had. So or what you thought you were bargaining for, what you bought. So cask finishing is to do it well to me is extremely difficult. You really have to trust who you're working with on the other side of things. And
Hey guys, real quick, Katie's here. She's got coffee to do tomorrow. She's got to work tomorrow. We've got 3 bottles we need to give away. I want to go ahead and do it now because I've got a couple questions for Nancy with Matt and Devin here that are really good questions. So, Katie, let me know what we need to do.
Yeah. So I think my screen is shared in the background, Marty. I'm not sure if you can show it up there.
There it is.
Look at that wheel. There you go.
All right. So what did you want to do first? I had
let Matt, I tell you what, let Devin pick how many times we shuffle. The first time it'll be for my bottle of the Old Glory single barrel pick 263.
Yeah, that's what I had down.
First. So Matt, let Katie know how many times you want her to shuffle. Sounds good. All right.
Wait, how many
muted,
times?
Matt, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted, Matt.
I'm so sorry. I was asking this if 7 is too many because 7.
No. I usually do like multiples, but you do 7. Katie, shuffle at 7. We'll go with it.
Marty, Math, and East Tennessee. Just remember that. Okay?
That's why Katie's here.
There is 7, so here we go.
This is for barrel 263, guys. Thanks for everybody that supported. This has been epic. Uh-oh, froze up.
Look Roger.
Roger.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Dev, how many times we shuffle for the Old Glory from Toby? We got 2 of them.
Well, the first one we'll do the small batch Tennessee whiskey.
Small batch Tennessee. Devin, how many times you want us to shuffle?
He ain't hearing you.
I heard you finally.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me?
The number shuffles.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 times. It's my favorite number. 2.
All right.
My favorite number.
Let her rip.
All right. There was 2. All right. Here we go.
Wasn't that Doug Flutie's number on the Patriots?
Hoop.
I think
Doug Flutie?
You might have hit on his Patriots there.
Before my time, Travis.
Hold on.
I did that on purpose.
All right. Let me.
All right.
Now that guy plays for the Patriots.
Small batch Tennessee
Austin Hooper
bourbon.
does.
Nancy, how many times we shuffle for this one?
Oh boy. 5. I don't know.
Perfect.
All right.
That's good. Go.
5.
1, 2,
Hell yeah.
3, 4, 5.
5.
Here we
Toby,
go.
what's this for?
The small
Bourbon.
batch bourbon.
Bourbon?
Small batch. Bourbon.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
All right.
Small batches of
Perfect.
All right.
Ohio.
No, OH. He just.
Yeah, send that one back to me.
If you're an Ohio State fan, we might have to talk about it.
Just don't send it. I hate Ohio State.
I'm
Damn it. I'm from Tennessee, so don't get me started.
Send it with a Michigan sticker.
I'm an Oklahoma State fan. We went 3-9 last year, so I have no room to talk.
You know what? You got a great wrestling program. Just go with that.
Hey, don't we need to spend one more time for? Didn't Matt have something to give away?
Yeah, Matt. Matt had a giveaway. Hell yeah.
Do
Matt
it.
had a giveaway.
So it should still be up, Marty. You should be able to.
I got it. There you go. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Give me just one moment.
How many times you want to shuffle?
Let Travis pick.
Yeah, let him pick one.
Woo!
There you go.
Oh.
4 for the 4 horsemen.
Oh.
There we go.
The 4 horsemen. What's wrong with you?
3, 4. Here we go.
Thunderstruck.
Gundy.
Eric.
There.
Lucky man. That's a lucky man.
Awesome.
Do it. I'm excited.
I'll send you
Matt.
the info.
Matt, I was gonna say, if you don't have it, you can send it to me because
Eric.
I'm 10 minutes from you.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. Whatever you're getting may be double the fun. So
I might just meet you down there at aisle 2 in Walmart, Travis.
Okay. Either way, that'll work. Now, if it's next week, I'm not here. So that makes the week after. But anyway, yeah.
So
Target next week.
Now tomorrow. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
you and me both. They were talking about
Nancy.
dates. They were talking about the release date when I left today, and all the details that are going to go with it. So I'm excited to see what that is tomorrow when I get there, because hopefully they have it decided by then.
Yeah.
But I'm super stoked for our next release.
Yep.
It's going to be something big for us, I think. New product alert.
There you go.
It's a single barrel. It's double oaked.
Heck yeah.
I cannot wait. Like it's ridiculous. It's now, and I want to preface this as well. It's something I wanted to do, but it was never my first thought. Nick, our master distiller, he's been pushing to do. He did the sherry cask, the one that's been aging for 2+ years in a dry barrel, right? He has so many great ideas, and we're starting to roll those out. And I'm glad I'm there to be the nosy asshole that provokes everybody and asks all the questions and pushes to get it done. But what's coming this weekend or maybe next week is going to be something big from us, and I'm super excited about that. So
Will it be distillery release first?
It'll be distillery release first.
Okay.
And the main reason for that is that it's a single barrel, double oak Tennessee bourbon. 110 proof, so we were able to stretch it out just a little bit for folks. But holy crap, man. The label is sexy as hell too. It's got that gold, matte gold and black. Oh. I'm so excited for people to see it. If you go on the TTB website, you can see what the label looks like, but it didn't give you the full picture on the bottle. The full picture on the bottle is freaking ridiculous. So I'm so excited about it.
It matches that color of that bottle.
The color of the whiskey matched with it.
So good.
Yeah.
Nancy, I thought you were supposed to be in Europe about now.
Yeah, I'm leaving over the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you going, on vacation, or are you just having a?
No, sir. I'm going to work on a special project in the UK, which I don't think I'm at liberty just yet to talk about. And then I have to admit I'm a Beatles fan, and so my master blender colleague and I are going to go up to Liverpool. I was there 25 years ago and did the whole Beatles thing, but I'm going to take her after we finish up our blending work. We're going to go up to there, and so anyway, that's I'm going to it's part work and part fun. Just
all I heard was you're on vacation. So yeah.
It's a work and pleasure. So it's blending an American and UK blend are two things actually, and then we're just going to have fun, go do our Beatlemania thing. So
that sounds amazing.
That is awesome.
Amazing.
So Nancy, okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I'm gonna call it.
Thank you, Katie.
Bye, Katie.
Katie,
Hi, Katie.
Katie, thank you.
See you soon.
Cheers. Over and out.
That coffee in the morning hard.
So Nancy, like U.S. upcoming releases, is there anything you can publicly talk about of what you got coming as blending, or is that something we need to do a later time? Or
there are a few things. I think people know. Well, obviously, Tanager 3 is coming out from Still Austin. In around Thanksgiving, beginning of December. Master distiller John Trappell and I have already we started working on that blend last month. So we tend to do that about 8 or 9 months in advance, kind of get that blend going. Another thing for people that follow Joseph Magnus, special. This is 5. This is I just put the prototype in batch 4's bottle, but this is what's going to become batch 5. Age. I mean, look how dark that is. I mean, it's so dark. The ages on that one are 11 years old. So it has 11-year-old MGP 36% bourbon. The base of it is the 12-year-old MGP 36% bourbon Sagum Moreau barrels.
Okay.
Which were released as single barrels. That's kind of the base of the thing, and the kind of the top note, that the highlight is the 20-year-old. These barrels are now 20 years old, but it's the Q yeast strain from MGP, and so Q yeast is kind of a for MGP anymore. It's a rare strain. Back when Four Roses and what's now the MGP Ross and Squibb distillery, whatever the freak they call themselves anymore, whatever it is today. That's when they were both owned by Seagram's, and they shared all the same yeast strains in Q, which you still find in Four Roses.
Mm-hmm.
Is kind of a rare thing to find in MGP, and so that's what's in batch 5. It's also the Q yeast is also in batch 4, but it was 17 years old at that time, 20 now. So anyway, and the light whiskey component is 11 years old. It's just like quite literally the absolute legal minimum that we can get by with of having to add. So
let me ask you, when you were setting up that batch 5 of that, how hard was it to hit the base? Was it pretty easy, or was it difficult for you compared to the other 4?
Compared to the other 4, this it was actually. I'm going to pour myself a little bit more of it, and cousin, I'm going to send you a little sample of this too.
Don't you threaten me?
I know. I've been threatening you for so long. It's
okay.
I saw that bottle at an auction, and it went for some serious dollars for a good cause.
Yeah, batch 4, absolute banger. And I can't imagine what batch 5 is fixing to be.
So batch 4 would have been 8 to 17. This is 11 to 20.
Yeah.
Year old.
And I've heard your thoughts on batch 4 and where you thought it was and where it ended up being. So I'm curious when when the dust settles on it, it's the final product coming out. on where that would be. And I know they're not going to be the same because of ages and percentages.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right. And, we're watching this stuff like Hawk right now. And, it is just, you've got to be absolutely on top of it. And, but batch 4, I think it's no secret. Everybody knows. I think it could have been better that we were kind of, I got a little greedy, and 6 weeks. If I'd harvested it at 6 weeks prior to when it was actually harvested, that would have been just perfection. But just got greedy, and I think every producer kind of. We all have those moments of when we're just feeling like, oh my God, it's so perfect. If I just keep letting it go, then it's going to get right to where, and sometimes it doesn't happen, and you just have to be your own worst critic. I think.
I think that's a big part of it too. Is again, when we were doing our first double oak batch.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to Ryan Cecil of Bourbon Pursuit.
Oh,
no, Ryan is
friends. Yeah,
Ryan's amazing. But I kind of picked his brain on, because he's a double oak guy. I mean, for me currently, right? So,
yep.
It was fun to pick his brain and see what he does. And obviously, we're not on that level of what we can do versus what they're doing, and to see what we ended up with. Yeah.
We'll get back to that question. Anyway, go.
No, but
continue.
But being able to pick his brain and attribute that to what we're trying to do and figuring it out for ourselves too, is really fun. It makes it really exciting, and those guys, I send them samples too, and they get to see how it goes, and it's really fun. Sometimes you strike gold, and sometimes you try it and you're like, oh crap. Well, now what? So what are we gonna do now? So, but it's fun to figure that out, So,
yeah. Go on. Yep.
And I haven't tried the blend you're talking about with Still Austin, Tangier, the batch 3. Tangier. Okay.
Yeah. It's a bird. Yeah.
So I haven't tried any of it.
I'll
but
fix
I've heard
that.
so
Matt,
many.
I'll fix that.
Okay. All right. I'll share it with Devin. So whatever you send me, I'll share it with Devin.
No. I'm kidding, Dev. I'm kidding.
All right, guys. Been a good night. See.
Okay.
Yeah, no kidding,
buddy. No, it's fun.
No, I got you, man. I've got them. I finally got both. I had an unopened Tanager 1, and I got to trade it for a Tanager 2. So,
oh, sweet.
I actually have both now.
So well, I've got a little bit of Tanager 3, the prototype that we put together last month, and it's part of your freaking care package. So I send you for.
If you don't mind, Nancy, I want to pick your brains on a few things.
Sure.
When you start a limited release product, blending something like that, how in advance do you start that project?
Usually, probably at least a year, if not 2 or 3 years out or more.
God.
Yeah, that's I mean, like I want to I want a lot of advance time.
Agree,
because
Toby.
yeah, I'm going to be meticulous on getting that product together in a way that I feel like it deserves. And so there are certain products I know. I mean, I've got things that are probably 5 to 10 years out, if that makes sense. It's where it's
So we're at the stage we're at the stage of our careers where we just kind of fly by the handle. We see a niche in the market for something,
yeah,
and we're trying to execute that. But I mean, with finished things, the cool thing is Old Glory does a lot of contract bottling, aging, different things for other people. So we get to kind of play with other people's things and how they want them. And the way they want them may not be the way we want them. So we can kind of play with our own product to make it that exceptional product. And again, we still fly by the kind of, we kind of fly by the handle there and what we're doing. But it's so exciting to hear because we really don't know what we're doing.
You do. Damn it.
We may have a good product, but we really don't know what we're doing. Of course, we don't release anything until it tastes good.
that's
trying to figure it exactly. And I think that's a lot of faults for some people. They release something when it's not ready, when it might have needed. Sometimes all it takes is just an extra 2 weeks on something, and that might change the flavor completely. But I think the biggest thing is not waiting long enough to release something. But also, I feel like you can get away with maybe something tastes good now, but it could taste better in a couple weeks. But trying to figure that out. Of course, you have a lot of experience in that, which we don't. We're kind of one-offs. But trying to figure that out has been really tough because you feel like sometimes you're going to waste a whole barrel of whiskey or something, and you don't want to do that. So, and then the next step is if you do that, the next step is trying to fix it and figure it out. And we're not to that level. We're all young. I mean, Devin said earlier, I may be the oldest person at the distillery as far as production side and asshole, but we really don't know what we're doing. So we're kind of just flying by the handle and figuring it out as we go. Sometimes it can feel like a waste, as I said, and sometimes it can feel like you just really knock it out of the park. So my question in all of that is, how do you differentiate that? How can you give it the trust that it needs another 2 weeks in the barrel, that it needs all that?
Well, if I can be so honest, so it depends on what the product is, and just in my case, who I'm working with. There are some products that I know that the release date is August 31st or September 1st. So my job is to kind of reverse engineer everything until I know it's got to be bottled on if it's say it's September 1st for release. I know I have to have everything ready by July 31st, we'll say. And so I kind of think through all the steps that I need to take in order to get that product ready by that date, and then let it marry and it's going to be bottled and then at the release date. Sometimes that's just kind of the cold hard facts. If unless you own a brand, sometimes you don't have control over when something's going to be released. So it's up to you to perfect it.
Yeah.
For that date. Sometimes it's I do have control over things. If it's like a really high end blend, and I don't know if I'm getting to your question properly, but I just kind of want to get a sense of when the product is expected to be released, and if I can get it, or there are certain methodologies I know if I have a hard release state, things I can do to get that product ready. Now, there sometimes the kind of the enviable position to be in is when there's no release state, when I have like absolute control over that.
Yeah.
That part really changes things, because then I can really kind of fine tune, for example, if I'm working on a blend and it's we'll say a 5-barrel blend, and I'm finding let's say the when I put all the barrels together, it turned out to be 118 proof, and I'm looking to my target proof is, let's say, 108.5 or something. If as I'm slowly reducing that bourbon over time, if I kind of notice that it's like, hey, I kind of wanted this to be a little spicier than it is, and I'm finding it's getting a little too sweet or whatever, I can make subtle adjustments to that blend.
Correct.
Over that time, to kind of, or if I want it to be sweeter or whatever it is, I can. If I have the time to do it, I can make subtle adjustments as I'm coming down in proof. And so a lot of it just kind of depends on what's, if there's a hard and fast date of, when that product has to be released, or if I have absolute discretion on it. So I don't know if that helps at all, but it's, it really depends on kind of what the expectation is. And if I was an owner, a brand owner, nothing would probably ever get released because I as like a type A, personality, I would never be satisfied with anything that I've ever released. But, thank God I'm not a brand owner.
Well, my brother-in-law is a brand owner, and we've released one thing in the past. It's like what finish? Everybody jumps on a finish. Everybody does this. Everybody jumps on this. What train do you want to jump on? Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't want to jump on anything. I want to jump on the Old Glory train.
I love that.
He's a betting man, but he only bets on himself. He tells me that all the time.
That's the way to be.
Only bet on himself.
I appreciate that so much, and it shows in the whiskey itself.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Matt, this is again. I'm a bourbon nerd that came into the industry and gets to learn the process now. The fact that Matt's not really a bourbon guy blows my mind. Do you know how good your whiskey is? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like,
hey guys, stay right here. I want to kill the stream. It's been 3 hours and 49 minutes. People are wore out. So everybody stay right here. I'm just going to kill the stream. That way we can talk a little bit backstream about what's going on with Legends of the Oak and with Old Glory, that kind of thing. That's private. It will be made public as soon as we can, guys. Don't threat. But yeah. So let's kill this. And Nancy, thank you as always for jumping in this Muppet show. I guess is the best way to put it. So
I'll take Walter.
Yeah. So guys, I know. Yeah, just follow the lead, baby. Follow the lead. But yeah, guys, stay right here. Guys, next week we've got Blake from Sealbox coming on. Special stream.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about shipping. We're going to talk about Sealbox picks. Blake has already texted me. He is throwing in a Sealbox 17 year for the giveaway and a 10-year double oaked.
Nice.
There you go.
Blake is a goat. Blake is a goat.
Blake is, yeah.
Blake is
Probably.
OG, man. So we'll have that. Me and Toby will be wearing Blake's ass out. So with that, guys, whiskey may not solve all your problems, but it's worth a shot. We'll see you all next week right here. Hell yeah. It's a lot of solved. Yeah. Yeah. So with that, with Nancy taking us out, Matt, Devin, thank you all so much for the time, the effort, everything.
Absolutely.
Guys, this is a distillery that is top notch, man. I don't know how else to say it. Like last year, my distillery of the year was New Riff. Just saying, I may have a new one. So I'm just saying, guys, stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching.
I really want to explore you all. Being a Tennessean, I'm really excited about what. Between
me and Matt, Devin, Travis, Adam, we got you covered. So, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week with Blake from Sealbox. See you soon.